You look like a Jamaican right now.
That's racist, bro.
Yo, he got that live too. He got that live. That's crazy.
Are you gonna say racist things on the pod all day? Just we're gonna make it happen.
And welcome to the Loreverse live podcast. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, joined by Dallas and Carter. How are you guys doing, man? What is popping, man? Dallas, how are you today? What's going on with you?
I've been great. I just had the most interesting conversation I've ever had in my life.
About what?
Not with you two clowns. I don't even know, bro. It was just all over the place. Great combo.
Good. No one really cares about what you tried to talk about anyway. But good, man. Carter, how are you today, bro? What's going on?
Pretty good.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's
all
I
was trying to make it about himself. Yo, are we gonna talk about the fact that you're wearing a One Piece shirt and you've never watched One Piece in your life, except for the live action movie?
Netflix, yeah, bro. Netflix version's gas, bro.
You're a fraud, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Netflix version's gas, bro. I'm a straw hatter. Whatever they call
it. Gotta be like rage bait.
I'm a straw hatter, man. Don't hate on
me. Stop saying that. Don't tread on me.
Is it working?
What?
The rage bait.
On me?
Oh no.
Oh.
It was definitely working.
Yeah, Dallas,
something only a rage baiter would say.
Okay. All right. Now let's get into this Daredevil Born Again. Okay, so the Daredevil Born Again trailer dropped today. So before we get into that, Carter, I know you watched Daredevil Born Again season 1. What did you think about that? What did you think about the first season of it? And what were you kind of expecting for Daredevil Born Again season 2?
If Invincible, Invincible season 3 didn't drop last year, Daredevil would have been the best show to come out. I think low-key, maybe one of the best seasons to come out in the MCU. But I would say looking forward to like what to expect. I mean, we saw what? Can we talk about what was in the trailer?
Yeah, I'm going to play the trailer. I just wanted just to hear like what you were thinking, kind of like going into season 2, because I know you were pretty like gung ho about it. You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to see the new suit. I mean, we got like a teaser of the new suit. What was it, like 2 months ago?
No, dude, we saw that new suit because dude, like legit while they were filming, or legit while season 1 was airing, we saw the new suit.
Yeah. But like,
got leaked.
I'm excited to see the new suit in it. I am excited to see how they are going to hopefully finish off the whole Kingpin like saga thing that they have going on. Which I'm not gonna lie, it looks like that may be the case. But and I'm very excited to see how oh my gosh, who's the guy Matthew Lillard's playing? Is it Dr. or Mr. Charles? I think so. I think he's playing Mr. Charles.
Manhattan?
What?
Charles, sorry. I was thinking completely wrong universe. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ignore me.
Yeah. Don't speak unless spoken to. Either way.
All right, bro.
Either way.
W.
But I'm excited to see Matthew Lillard play Mr. Charles. And that should be pretty fun because
he's Mr. Charles.
Then he should be like he's gonna be a huge antagonist for Daredevil and Kingpin. And to be honest with you, if the show is like anywhere close to being as good as season 1, then we're season 2. I think season 2 is gonna be better than season 1, and I will stand on that until after the show ends. And then I'm probably gonna be disappointed, like Stranger Things, but either way.
So for me, season 1 was okay. I'm not going to say it was the best thing ever. If you guys know, they cut out a lot of stuff. There was a lot of, if you can say the word, political propaganda in season 1 that got cut out. There's going to be a lot of like anti-cop stuff and all of that. Just not to get into all that, but that's what was apparently in it, and a lot of that got gutted out, and that was why Kevin Feige was like, "Yeah, we need to rewrite this whole entire show," because the whole entire thing of what happened with the Daredevil was like, they ended up firing everyone and kind of like bringing someone in to redo the whole entire show because a lot of the actors and people like that were not feeling what was going on, which is why we got season 1, and which is why there was some weird things happening, like Foggy dying and all that. The trailer to me feels like hey guys, we are sorry for what we have done, and it feels like they're like actually giving us like this is the most Daredevil thing we've seen. Daredevil Born Again to me was, as I said, it was okay. I don't think it was the best season. I would put Moon Knight season 1 over Daredevil Born Again any day. And I'm just really happy that Karen's back, Foggy's back, and we get the OG crew back. And we're gonna watch the trailer first, and then we'll break it down and talk about it. But that's kind of how I felt. I think this season, the stuff in season 2 looked amazing, and I can't wait to see it. So, Dallas, did you watch Daredevil season 1?
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, I don't think I finished it yet, but
okay. All right, and not to mention Jessica Jones is back, which is another really big deal. So we're gonna pull this up. We're gonna pull this up right now, and we're gonna watch this trailer.
Peak.
So that is the trailer for Daredevil Born Again season 2. Let's break down a few highlights and beats. So number 1, we get the return of Jessica Jones. I mean, I think that is the biggest thing coming out of here. A lot of people wanted Kristen to come back. And the thing that is very interesting is, like, for her to intervene. Did you guys watch Jessica Jones?
Yes.
So I ended up watching it a little bit later. Like, I literally watched Jessica Jones after Daredevil Born Again season 1. Like, for her to intervene, it has to mean that like something would have to happen for her to intervene. She wouldn't just intervene to help Matt, right? Like, you would say that, right? Like, just given who she is as a character. So the question is, like, what is happening in order for her to do that? Also, the crazy thing is, like, obviously Fisk has declared martial law. He's enforced, strict curfews and stuff like that. So, and having, obviously Daredevil is public enemy the number 1 with posters of Murdoch's face. This is going to be crazy. I mean, and we also get the black suit, which is the best Daredevil suit so far. It actually has the double D's on it, which is amazing. And we also figure out what's going on with Foggy. So Foggy apparently died, but now he appears in the trailer. Are they just going to retcon his death? I would love if they would just do that. And as you said, we get to see Mr. Charles as well. We don't know what he's doing, but as you said, Carter, he is an antagonist to Fisk. And the trailer shows, Bullseye in custody, smiling while being marched through prison. So who knows? Kind of, there's just a lot of things going on, but in a really good way. So the same way we've ranked all of these other trailers out of 5. Carter, what are you ranking this trailer?
5.
How about you, Dallas?
Surprisingly enough, a 4.5 out of 5.
Why?
They gave interesting details without actually giving anything away. It was just it was a trailer. Like, it was a true trailer. Like, it made me excited to watch the show without giving away what's going on in the show.
I agree. I am really happy, and not to mention, like, the ending of Daredevil Born Again season 1 was so fire. So it is, and like, I'm happy that like the lawyer moniker is kind of away for him right now, and it seems like he's gonna be pretty much doing the heroing. You know what I mean? So I think this is gonna be super fun. I do wonder if like this is also going to reflect in some of the Spider-Man stuff too. Do you guys think that, like, we're gonna see some of the martial law stuff going on in Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Low key, I feel like we may see Spider-Man.
No way.
For like a little bit, just a little bit.
No way they would show Spider-Man, and
maybe they'll show like the residue of his webs or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Well, like, yeah, I feel like that look could be stupid though.
All right, bro. Here we go.
No, like, I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm not even trying to like rage bait.
Well, look, right, because Charlie Cox, like, he literally said, like, I'm not in Spider-Man. So, like, do y'all think I guess it starts here. Do you think that Daredevil is going to be in Spider-Man 4?
Either Spider-Man's going to be in Daredevil or Daredevil is going to be in Spider-Man. There's no shot that they don't show them in one of their shows at least once, and it's clear that they live in the same.
It's going to be in Spidey's Amazing Neighborhood, the friendly little neighborhood thing that Stevie showed us the other day. It's going to be in that.
Yo, in that show. Yo, isn't it funny that they dropped
Spidey and his amazing friends?
Yeah, it's going to be in Spidey and his amazing friends.
That show's peak, bro.
All right. Take him, please.
Yo, did you guys also hear how they're so the weird thing about that is Miles Morales' name in that is Spin. And like apparently in comics they've changed Miles Morales' name to Spin. So like are they trying to not name him Spider-Man anymore? He's just Spin? That would be crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. If they try to do that, generational like
no, like it's happening as we speak. Like his name is Spin in comics right now.
Generational sellout by Marvel.
100%.
Bro, trying to be those people.
Yeah, just keep him as Spider-Man, bro. Like, who cares? But anyways, so yeah, but this trailer's fire. did y'all want to go through it again or no?
No, I'm good.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Why do we need to watch the trailer twice? Like,
let's start.
Because I want to.
Yo, Karen is finally back. He finally has his baby back. That random chick that he was with last season, she was so annoying. Trying to she's like, let me get in your brain and talk to you. I mean, look, she was gorgeous, obviously, but like, other than that, bro, what else did she bring to the table? You know what I mean?
Like something Stevie would say, for real.
I'm not gonna lie, she was low key, like, wasn't like an Amber level of annoyance, but like she was up there.
No one's an Amber level other than Ironheart.
No.
Actually,
MJ from Sam Rami Spider-Man was definitely up there with Amber, bro.
What? No way. No.
The recent Lois Lane was up there, bro.
Rachel Brosnan is amazing as Lois Lane. Stop it, bro.
Lois Lane was
bad take. Honestly, do you know who was annoying?
The movie.
No. Do you know who was annoying? Rachel in the Dark Knight. Like, I'm sorry, Bale, you're tripping over that. Let me stop. Anyways, back to the show. Look at this is Bullseye, right? Yo, what if he kills somebody with that freaking cherry, bro?
I mean, yeah.
How do you kill somebody with a cherry?
It's a superhero world, bro. Open your mind.
Kill you with anything, bro. Look at this, bro. Yo, doesn't Matt just look happier with Karen back, bro? I'm so happy, bro. Oh my gosh.
That's not real, bro. That's part of his imagination.
Has his woman.
100% part of his imagination.
Kingpin's wife.
You're missing out on peak.
Also, bro, question for you. Do you think we're going to get another time jump?
Like, what do you mean?
So look, the end of the season ends, right, with Matt Murdock getting shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think we're gonna jump from that time into like just like a couple years? Like, I think we're gonna see another jump, bro. Because like he's moving around, he's getting active again.
No, wait, hold on. Go back.
Yo, what is that, bro? That look, yo, the Kingpin looks nuts.
So hold on. Time. That may be Mr. Charles.
True. Task Force.
And supposedly, I guess Daniel's supposed to play a bigger scene or a bigger role in this season too.
Interesting. Okay.
Remember Daniel? He was like the little apprentice.
Yeah.
Bro, she definitely there's definitely something crazy going on for her.
Yeah, something weird had to happen, bro. Oh my gosh. There has to be him and So him and Bullseye are definitely gonna team up together. For sure. That's definitely his hand, bro. It's definitely him and Bullseye. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at the aura. Just look at hold on. Let's just see the aura walking through the hallway.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie, Karen does have mad aura.
That's me and my that's like him and his white women. I love it. Let's go. All right.
I don't think you can say that on the pod.
By the way, Kingpin is wilding, bro. I've heard that apparently like Kingpin is going to be doing some diabolical things. Like, what is he doing here, right?
He did not have to do that.
Why is like the mayor of New York or the governor? Wait, is he the
mayor? It says Mayor Kingpin.
Why is the mayor of New York in a boxing match?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie though. You can't lie. He got that Tyson Fury type build.
He does, bro. He does. Hey, yo, his arm a little. He's kind
of jacked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's kind of crazy.
No gay stuff. Because you looking like it. Bro, look what he did, bro. Look at that.
What is going on, bro?
Who thought that was a good idea?
Like, what is happening, bro?
By the
way, terrible form, but
wait. What'd you say about him?
I'm saying bro has a normal strength, and who thought it was a good idea to try and box bro?
Why does his arm look so jacked?
Yo, I got him, bro. Don't worry.
No, you do not. You get folded.
Dallas swear he has infinite hands, bro. No. No. Yo, remember Daredevil season 1 when Kingpin would just 1v1 dudes and just punch the grab out? Kingpin, yo, he got hands, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I got him. Just give him to me, guys.
Foggy. We gonna watch you get whooped.
This has to be a memory, bro. But
why does he look like Louis Capaldi?
I don't know.
He does look key. But like, I don't think it's a memory though.
Carter, this scene fire, bro. Hold on. It's coming up. This part. That's hard. That's hard.
But
why is he smiling? Why is he smiling?
Being serious though, I don't think that's a memory though with Foggy.
So you think he's back?
Because if you look at the first 3 seasons, Foggy's hair was way longer than that.
Yeah, but in the first episode of Daredevil Born Again, he has short hair. Has to be memory.
But that's my point. Like he has to still be alive.
And there's no Lazarus pit.
You tell me there's nothing in Marvel to bring somebody back. I mean, you said it yourself. Superheroes always come back though. Not superhero. She's not a superhero, but like
unfortunately they do. Yeah,
characters do never die. So who knows? I mean, like, I would just retcon it if I was them. Just find. They could find some way to bring them back. You could just say that Daredevil. You can honestly say that Daredevil Born Again was before the snap. I'm playing before Thanos snap. I don't know. They'll figure something out, bro. They'll figure something out. But now trailer's fire. Can't wait.
Is that the official poster?
Yeah, bro. This show's gas.
Or did you pull that off of Pinterest?
No, this is the actual poster.
Whoa, hold on. Time out. The hand?
Bro, hold on.
Resurrection rituals?
That is a top. Yeah, true. But that is a topic in our docket. I might as well just add that. I'm gonna add that right here. I don't know why I didn't make it the second topic. But yeah, but all in all, trailer's fire. We can't wait to see Daredevil. But I also want to talk about the hand, okay? Because a lot of people have been, on this trail of like, yo, is the hand in Daredevil Born Again, right? And to be honest, man, I mean, do you think they're in it? It seems like we saw them.
I mean, I think if Foggy's genuinely in this show, then they have to put the hand in there at this point.
So I would say this, right? The hand as an organization is not shown in the trailer, but you could make the argument that their presence is hinted at, right? Through the cues of the trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because if you think about it, the suit that Matt Murdock is wearing, the black tactical suit, it's a direct reference to the Shadowland comic arc where Daredevil actually becomes the leader of the hand.
What would be their goal?
Whatever Daredevil wants.
Wait, what if he intends to take over the hand to then use their resurrection rituals to bring back Foggy?
That would be a fire way to put it.
That wouldn't be the only reason why, though, because Daredevil would have to. It would be to take the city back from Kingpin, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
and then he learns about the resurrection rituals along the way, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I have this friend that you should probably bring back."
So here's the thing: he already knows about the resurrection rituals.
Yeah.
Because I think it was in season 2 he fought the hand, and that was like the whole Elektra, the hand thing.
Yeah, but
and
also
the whole ritual thing was in that too.
But also, Carter, think about this: like, what if the Daredevil logo means more? Because think about it, right? The introduction of the Daredevil logo of the Daredevil logo on his chest could be seen as a sign of Matt taking a more direct, authoritative control over Hell's Kitchen, which could like mirror him also being the leader of the hand in the comics. You know what I mean? Because Matt also said, I'm pretty sure there's something about fighting shadows or he's fighting from the shadows to tear down Fisk Empire. And the shadow vigilante thing does align with the hand because they're stealthy, right? Like they operate in a very stealthy way, very similar to the League of Shadows, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Batman deals with. So it would be smart though if they did a war with Mayor Fisk, the Hand versus Fisk, Task Force. Will be kind of crazy. Not to mention, and that leaks. Not to mention, the Hand might be in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which also,
So,
they could talk about. They could
how would that work?
Spider-Man. They could talk about how they're training or working with another skilled vigilante.
True.
And that's how we can get that Spider-Man reference that we've been so desperately looking for.
So
you think Kingpin would end up taking over the Hand?
That would be crazy. I mean, if
Spider-Man
but you could say the Punisher, but a lot of people think that the Punisher's possibly taking over the Hand.
But that wouldn't make sense then. The Punisher taking over the Hand doesn't make sense at all. Because a Punisher and Spider-Man are supposed to be teamed up together in this next, and especially with Jean Grey, they're supposed to be teamed up in the movie. And then Punisher and Daredevil, they get along too. So that wouldn't make any sense for why the Hand would.
But before we get to Punisher, let's talk about Foggy. And with Punisher, you can't say anything because we don't know what's going to happen to him in his special. You know what I mean? So that's a whole different situation that can set up a whole lot more. But let's get to Foggy. So let's talk about the ways that he could come back, because I know some of y'all are asking. Number one is obviously a flashback, which is most likely. We all know that because he's not sporting the haircut and a clean shaven face. And he does resemble his look from the Netflix series in that scene that we see, or in that little part that we see in the trailer. Another way could be a witness protection fake out. That did happen in a comic book titled The Secret Life of Foggy. Because fans did notice the law, because fans did notice something like when the show was going on, that there was this office address that was 468, which kind of corresponds to the legacy numbering of Daredevil issue 88, and that's the exact issue where Foggy reveals he faked his death to enter witness protection. And also think about the ambulance, right? Unlike a regular crime scene, Foggy's body was quickly whistled. Like his body was quickly taken away by an ambulance, suggesting he could have been resuscitated en route. Because we don't know if Matt saw his body after, right? Like we only know what happened on the scene. And then there's the Vanessa Fisk theory, where like in the season 1 finale, it was revealed that Vanessa, not Wilson, ordered the hit on Foggy, right? And in the comics, she's often the one who facilitates Foggy's death to manipulate Murdoch into a rage that targets her husband. So a speculation could be that she has Foggy hidden away as a failsafe against both Matt and Fisk, which I think that's the most likely, that Vanessa faked his death.
That would be fire, bro.
That's what I think.
That'd be fire.
Because she's been doing stuff behind the scenes. I mean, she was running Wilson Fisk's operation. I mean, we saw that, So, and then when he, and then he shut everything down, or he tried to at least. When he announced his run for mayor.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that if that was the case, then I feel like then season 1 would have went a little bit differently.
As in what?
Just because like there was a scene where it was Vanessa and Fisk, and they both were like, didn't Vanessa have the chance to like kill him, and she didn't?
But Stevie's not talking about killing him.
But that's the whole point of what he was saying. Like she was trying to fake Foggy's death so that Matt Murdock would go to the point of wanting to kill Wilson Fisk.
Because remember, she wants Fisk dead because he basically the man that she had an affair with, he darn near has him like in bondage. He might have killed him already, if I remember.
But like the thing is that like he's the only thing standing in the way of her controlling like everything that Fisk has.
Say that again.
Fisk is the only thing controlling, or is the only thing in the way of controlling everything that Fisk has. Yeah. Like she basically wants everything that he is like in charge of, and him coming back, he just took over everything again.
Yeah, but remember, like now there's other stakes into this, bro. Like, and what if like Foggy was a part of her plan for Matt to crash out? Because Matt did crash out. He crashed out until he got shot. I mean, he was tripping, bro. You know,
well, and basically then, ordered a hit on Vanessa.
And then in the last episode, she literally says this, like he finds out that she put the order on Foggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He basically put a hit on Vanessa.
Yeah.
But then he ended up taking the bullet because, I mean, he's just a good person.
Who put a hit on her?
Daredevil basically did.
No, he didn't, right?
Yeah, he did.
I forget, bro. I need to like rewatch the show, man.
I forget what happened. It was something, but I know Daredevil had something to do with Bullseye ended up going back. Because remember, Daredevil was the reason why Bullseye got out of prison.
Let me see.
Bullseye doesn't miss though, right?
No, he doesn't.
But Matt got in the way. No. Okay. So Matt Murdock takes a bullet meant for Fisk, and this action was driven. Yeah. So, but who put out the hit? No. Remember, Bullseye kill Fisk for putting him in jail?
No. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. All right. Here it is. Okay. Matt Murdock takes a bullet for Fisk during a gala. The hit on Fisk was attempted by Bullseye, although Matt detests Fisk. He saves him, blah, 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 moral code. Okay, so we don't know who put out the hit.
I mean, I would assume, because Matt, let's be real, Matt knew what he was doing when he basically freed Bullseye from stinking prison. He knew what he was doing. What Matt really wanted was he wanted to get Fisk out the way.
I mean,
I understand it goes against his moral code, but like, let's be real. Like, we understand he's Catholic, he still deals with stuff like this.
Daredevil didn't break him out. He broke out himself. Remember?
Yeah, but Daredevil literally had something to do with it.
But remember, Bullseye used his teeth to kill the guard, bro. And this was following, and because remember, he was getting set up by Fisk, which made him want to go and kill Fisk.
But Stevie, remember when Matt and Bullseye were inside the interrogation room? Like, Matt literally was getting ready to walk away, and he started hitting Bullseye's head on the table to put him in the infirmary. He did it for Bullseye.
But remember, all right.
Remember, this is true.
But look, remember this. Bullseye reveals. Bullseye reveals to Matt, right, that Kingpin had him moved to the general population. Why? To have him killed, right?
Yes.
As he was no longer probably confined. Then he escapes after being interrogated by Mac. Oh yeah, because he makes him smash his head on purpose
on the table. Yes,
yeah. I forgot. He made. I'm thinking. He made Matt smash his head. Right?
So that he can go into the infirmary so that it was an easier way for him to get out of prison.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. Matt was basically behind all of that.
Yeah, so Matt did end up crashing out. But the question is, did Matt think that he was going to go that far, or did he think Bullseye was just going to escape and just get out of there? Because I feel like
Bullseye was. He definitely knew that Bullseye was going to go that far. It's just like after a certain point, bro was just like his moral code just basically stepped in the way.
Yeah.
Well, no, he would have taken the bullet.
Let it happen.
He would have taken it because he realized that that his wife was behind it, not Fisk. Vanessa was behind Foggy's death, not Fisk, which is why he went and took the shot for him.
But he still would have wanted Fisk dead.
No, because to an extent, like to an extent, but not entirely, because he thought that Fisk was behind Foggy's death this whole entire time.
So is it a thing where he thought Vanessa was the greater of the two evils?
I mean, she was just like a girl. You know what I mean? She was just a chick. But then Vanessa tells Matt before he gets shot that she ordered him to get killed. And that's when, like, and the scene is just amazing. Like, everything just turns red and all that stuff. It's actually crazy. But anyways, good stuff. All right. Now let's get into how the Punisher excuse me, could take over the Hand in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So this great. So I mean, if they're going straight from the inspiration of comics, I mean, Frank Castle becomes the leader of the Hand after they promise to resurrect his wife, and he ends up accepting the mantle of the Fist of the Beast, and he uses the ninja organization as his personal army to hunt down world-class criminals. And fans speculate, right, that the film could use this to tempt Peter Parker, who is also grieving a major loss, which is Aunt May. I don't think that's possible. That sounds stupid to me. Another leak plot could point that it could suggest that Damage Control is illegally capturing and experimenting on superpowered people. So the Punisher could be protecting young superpowered people. And this could start with Sadie Sink's Jean Grey, right? Because she's a superpowered person. I think her memory is wiped. And then the role of the Hand is we can see the Hand attacking Damage Control. Enter Spider-Man to fight against the Hand. You know what I mean?
Sadie Sink as Jean Grey.
And if Frank discovers, and so then the takeover, right? If the Hand, because here's the question, right? Like, if Daredevil takes over the Hand, then if Punisher is so and so in charge of the Hand, or the Hand is there, someone else is paying them, right? So it has to be someone like Tombstone or Fisk or some villain in that movie is destabilizing New York with the Hand. And so we can see even Punisher dismantling their leadership like that. You know what I mean? So it could go a few ways. Like the Hand could be present and neither Punisher or, Daredevil or anyone be in charge, and Fisk could just be paying them on the side to do his his nasty work. So Daredevil might lose the Hand if he is in charge of it in Daredevil Born Again.
So you think Daredevil's going to take over the Hand in season 2, and then he's basically going to lose them to like Tombstone?
I think he's going to lose them to Fisk.
Fisk?
I think Fisk going to pay him, bro.
I mean, my only reasoning for why I think he would have the Hand is just either for the resurrection ritual, or either that, or for
the Hawk
to fight off against Fisk. So it wouldn't make sense that they would
Well, no, yeah, but if the theory of Damage Control experimenting on superpowered kids, you know what I mean? Like that could cause the Punisher to crash out. Like that's not far off from him crashing out on the DLC or whatever they're called. DODC, Department of Damage Control. Because we know, I mean, there's Damage Control trucks. We saw that on the Spider-Man set. Mm-hmm. So we know that they're going to have a role. And the question is, what is Punisher going to do? A theory I had earlier was I thought that Punisher was going to get some armor. Because, I mean, if you guys don't know, the Punisher has had Iron Man armor where he's unstoppable. And plus they're going against the Hawk. So he's going to need to be souped up. So it could be that, or he could have the Hand, or he could have both. Who knows? But
imagine Punisher and the Hand fighting against Hulk.
Right? And for the Punisher to fit in Spider-Man's world, he has to get souped up with something. So it has to be either the Hand, or he gets a war machine suit that he's painted over, something like that. Or he can even go into Damage Control, find the war machine costume and do it that way. I mean, who knows? Who knows what could be happening behind the scenes?
You think Don Cheadle just got the War Machine costume just laying around?
I mean, if we are going by the MCU, the Skrulls had him captured for ever since Endgame.
I guess
calling him out by his actor name is Loki wild, bro.
You could even argue, bro. You could even argue that. You can even argue that Rhodes maybe wasn't even an Endgame, that he was like taken out. So who knows what's been going on?
Wait, where has he been? Where has he been this whole time?
Okay, so there's this really bad show that came out called Secret Invasion. And basically in Secret Invasion, the Skrulls were basically like hijacking people. So they would go and lock people away, and then they would fake as them because they can shapeshift.
Yeah.
And so War Machine's been going for like a long time, and so he could have bro could have not seen Tony die, bro. Like it's actually low key.
That is such a War Machine thing to do, bro.
But not even that. Like if you rewatch like Spider-Man Far From Home, you can like notice like Nick Fury, like bro said something. He was like, yeah, he is not from your Earth. Like bro Loki slipped up there. Like Nick Fury and Spider-Man are from the same Earth. Like
yeah, he was add down a character that whole movie. I was like, yo, this is not the Nick Fury I know. He's way more calculated. And then we found out that he was a Skrull, And then in Secret Invasion,
Stevie did not notice, bro. Stevie did not notice. Bro.
He definitely did it, bro.
He definitely did not notice.
What? And Far From Home? Well, yeah. I knew that he was off, but I didn't think I did not think it was Skrull.
See, knew it.
See,
I never said I thought Carter, you didn't know that he was a Skrull. Shut up. You didn't know.
I didn't either. But I never said that. You was the one that was saying it.
I did. I said I knew something was off with him. I didn't say I knew he was a Skrull. I don't think anyone knew that Nick Fury was gonna be a Skrull. And then on top of that, in Secret Invasion, which is nasty, dude end up marrying a Skrull. Ugh. I mean, she could turn into anyone you want still, but even her human form look
low key.
So it's like whatever. Yeah, but like when the human form they turn to looks mid, it's like, yo, come on, dog. Step it up, man.
Carter, we're all marrying Skrulls in the Big 26.
No, we're not.
You know it.
You're the only one that will marry Skrull in the Big 26.
The Big 26, we're all getting with a Skrull. Come on.
Okay, let's read some chats.
You're gonna say the next thing next year.
What's up? Not gonna lie, Daredevil Born Again feels like Marvel Born Again. Bro, stop it, bro. It's gonna be gas. I'm tired of Kingpin constantly being the Daredevil big bad. I agree, which is why I feel like after this season, they gotta go around the Rogues gallery to someone else. What's up, Tony Hawk? Talking about you, Dallas. Not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna watch any MCU Disney Plus until after the reset in Secret Wars. I think a lot of people are on the same wavelength you are. Thunderbolts appear, maybe. Let's hope not.
Let's definitely.
But
what's up with bad takes recently?
But I bet you, bro, that freaking John Walker or someone would pop up, which I wouldn't mind. I love John Walker. Don't know if this is a hot take, but I think after 3 seasons of Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil shouldn't get a 4th season, but instead appear in other characters' movies like a Spider-Man, for example. That will be dope. I highly doubt Spider-Man appears in Daredevil. If anything, Daredevil appears in Spider-Man. I agree. I don't think Tom Holland would ever stoop that low. Okay, but where's Madonna? She's fine as heck. Huh? Madonna?
Bro's
watch Secret Wars revive Foggy. Bro, watch Foggy be back like tomorrow. Mephisto brings Foggy back. You're spelling Mephisto's name wrong, bro. Mephisto. But let's hope that Mephisto doesn't bring Foggy back. But I understand I understand that you're a big fan of his. I get it. Okay.
Dude, chat,
gotta be pleased.
Are we watching Wonder Man in Big 26?
I am going to watch it.
I'm gonna watch episode 1 tonight.
Everyone's saying it's fire, so I'm like gonna go and check it out. But we'll see. Okay. Now let's get to Mr. Sam Rami. Sam Rami. So
you said his name wrong. Everybody make fun of him. Everybody make fun of him. He said his name wrong.
Time. That skin is gas, and that suit is gas, and you spelled his name wrong.
I know. I literally just looked at it. It's an I.
Said his name wrong.
It's Rami. Dude, I don't care, man. Okay, so Sam Rami. So he has expressed interest in directing a Batman film within the DCU. He also said like just a DC film in general. And so it's been getting a lot of traction, so much to the point where James Gunn, he even commented to fans like, "Yo, like I heard you, bro. Like, I'm just gonna tell me." Because he just can't help himself but comment to fans instead of like focusing on his universe that could be dying, given he has 2 movies that might flop. But anyways, so question, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Sam Rami directing a Batman movie? Could you see it? Yes or no? Yes. And why?
So my reasoning for it is that I think the Toby Maguire Spider-Man movies, I mean, granted, they were like, I will say one thing about them, they were consistent. His Spider movies were consistent and they were pretty solid. Like, especially for the time that they were in, like they were very solid Spider-Man movies. And I think it's only going to get even better, his directing, because he's going to have even better resources and he's going to have an even bigger budget probably. So I think him doing a Batman movie, and especially like with that like weird, like not making it's not going to be grounded, because we know how he is. Like he will go ahead and he will do the weird stuff. Like we got what villains did we get in his Spider-Man? We got Green Goblin. Yo, hold on, time out. He did Green Goblin, bro. Imagine Joker, him doing Joker, bro. That would be gas. Probably best Joker to ever come out.
Better than anything he did.
Besides the animated.
Okay. Yep, that's where I draw the line. Got to be rage bait.
Definitely better than what he's done. But either way, and then like who did he have in the second movie? Second movie was it was Doc Ock. That would be pretty good. And then we had Sandman and Venom. Like, bro, I think he would do very well with a Batman movie, considering the fact that the villains in Batman are low key kind of the same in Spider-Man. I think he would do very well. Like, and just making it like very just like, what's the word? Like, it starts with an F. I forget what it's called. But like
fantastical?
Yeah, fantastical. Like just making it like very like not like real life. Like making it like a Batman movie, making it like anything can happen. And we know that Batman's a human, but like let's be real here. Like we're not in the real life world. Like bro is going to be able to survive a like 100-foot fall. And be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Dallas talks about that clip where Batman thinks Batman like dislocated his shoulder trying to aura farm. Like,
yeah, bro, he's nuts.
He's like Batman. He's like Batplane. What was it, the Batjet or whatever he called it? Yeah. He like called it and he like stuck up his arm and just got yanked off the face of the earth. Bro, top 10 Batman clips.
Yep.
No. Like no. No. I disagree with literally everything Carter said. Not just because it's Carter and like nothing he says is ever like of any worth, but just because it's just not a good take. It's just a bad take. Like Sam Raimi like doing a Batman would probably be like one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like I just don't like his directing style just doesn't fit Batman. Also, his directing style doesn't fit what the DCU needs. The DCU needs to just like what they need is to just lock in, read some comics, adapt some storylines, and go from there. Raimi does not do that, right? Like he wants full creative control. He wants to make his own story, pretty much, with these characters. And if you're gonna do fan fiction, like that's not the route that DCU needs to go. Raimi's just not the director. Time out. Go on. We're not playing football right now, Carter. You can just say what you want to say.
No, I can't because I'm trying not to cut you off. But either way, so, and you thought Andy Muschietti was fit to direct this?
No, I wouldn't have picked him either.
Oh, okay, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Because if you said Andy Muschietti was definitely fit for this, I would have definitely chosen.
The only reason why I think they did Andy Muschietti is because they want to see what he's going to do with the Joker, because of what he did with Pennywise. That's the only reason why I think they picked this dude. Only reason, and that's just like brain dead. But we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, no, Raimi's he's just not it. Like we need somebody. Yeah, we need somebody who's actually read a comic before in their life. And I'm not talking about you, Carter, because you'd be a terrible director for this. And definitely you, Steve. Oh my goodness, that would be like a train wreck, right? Absolute waste of money. But I think it's gonna work eventually. I'm gonna get you. But no, I'm like just the campiness like of Raimi's Spider-Man, like him dancing through the street like a maniac. Like, imagine him doing something like that with Batman. Like, there goes the entire movie, bro. It's cooked, bro.
But like that just wouldn't happen.
With Raimi, you never know, man.
What do you mean? You never know. It was.
He does what he wants to do.
Symbiote Spider-Man, like
he does what he wants to do.
But it was symbiote Spider-Man, so like it low-key made sense a little bit, especially in that time back then. Like, bro would not do that with Batman.
Yeah. So I think
we don't know what he's gonna do with Batman, and that's the problem.
We don't know what anyone's gonna do with Batman.
Hopefully,
like, that's just a horrible take. That's just a horrible take because we don't know what anyone's gonna do with Batman. If James Gunn's directing, we don't even know what he's gonna do with Batman.
If they're smart, they're gonna just, like I said, take some comics and adopt that storyline. But even if they want to do that, you already know Raimi's not gonna do that because that's not his directing style. That's not who he is as a director.
So how about the fact? So how about the fact that still Sam Raimi still has to go through James Gunn for all this?
Yeah, and also I don't know if Raimi will be writing the script. Number one. So,
but that's his claim. That's his claim. Like that's what makes him such a good director is that when he does it,
do you know contract details?
He dabbles in the writing,
like, bro.
I mean, you can do research. You ever heard of that, Carter? Anyway, he directs. You know, he dabbles in the writing. He dabbles in every single aspect. That's why, like, his movies are so distinctly him. Like, you can tell a Raimi movie.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
In every part. Yeah, I know I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So so kind of where I'm at. I think if Sam Raimi gave his try at Batman, I think he will land Bruce Wayne very well, but he wouldn't land Batman well at all. I think Sam does a great job of telling the human, like the personal life of characters, but he does a bad job telling the heroic sides. You know, and like yes, Spider-Man is an example, but when you even watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which I think is a great movie, minus the like people can cry about America Chavez, but outside of that, the movie's actually really like the movie, but the movie is actually really good, and people don't understand that Sam Raimi he really got handed scraps because Scott Derrickson left and then he just jumped in, and I think that movie's really good. But even in that, when you watch Doctor Strange, the personal stuff with Doctor Strange to me is the highlight of the film. You know, him being at his love at the love of his life's wedding. He's just sick. Like, bro's just salty. You know what I mean? Those are things that I think that was landed in Doctor Strange. And even with Wanda and her like insanity track, whatever. Like, I think Sam landed all those personal beats. But when it comes to Batman himself, Sam Raimi can't go dark, or I don't think he'll be able to do a good job going dark in that way. I would like Sam Raimi to deal with more of the mystical intergalactic side. So, like, I think Sam Raimi would do great with a Green Lantern movie. Like, I think he would be amazing messing with people like Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Kyle, you know, Rayner fighting against Sinestro. Like, I think the space stuff is where Sam Raimi will be very talented. But for a Batman, you need like a good person to direct a Batman will be like, I don't even know, like someone like a Destin, who's the guy that's directed Spider-Man? Yeah, you need somebody like that to where they are very they can do everything. They can make sure the writing, the action, like you need someone that can do everything. Because I do think that Spider-Man and Batman need the same things when it comes to directors, which is why when we look at Spider-Man, you know, it's like with Sam Raimi, great Peter, not the best Spider-Man. Then we go to Webb, you know, it's like not the best Peter, but the best Spider-Man. And then with Tom Holland, you don't know what the heck you got. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know what I mean? All we have is cool costumes because the director's an idiot, John Watts. So it's like, you know, you need somebody like Destin who can embody all sides. And I don't know who that director is that could really embody all sides of Batman. I think Andy could give a good shot at it. But, you know, I don't even think Andy's going to be directing this movie. So, yeah, I think Sam Raimi would have been good for Batman if Batman came out in the early 2000s and needed like a cultural revamp. That's what Raimi would have been great for, the same way he did for Spider-Man. But in 2026, fans just expect a whole lot more. And I don't think Sam Raimi can deliver that. But I will say this. I do want him to direct Doctor Strange 4. or Doctor Strange 3. I would love for I need him to direct that. So yeah.
I mean, look at the
of
smiling, jolly looking dude. You really want him doing your Batman movie?
Yes.
Yeah, he would also direct a really good if he did like a Cap America film, that would also be fire too. Like he's that kind of guy. Like you need that like I could see him directing Steve Rogers, you know, like I see him dealing with characters like that. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. We do not need any more Captain America films.
With Steve Rogers, yes, we do.
Not solos, no.
I disagree, but given certain circumstances, who knows what's going to happen in the reboots? Do you know who else? Do you know who else I think would direct a fire Batman film, but they probably won't because they're stuck in the Disney pool? I think Jon Favreau, the guy that directed Iron Man 1, I think he would do a really good Batman film.
What happened in Iron Man 1?
And if you don't know who Jon Favreau is, he is Happy Hogan in Iron Man, but he's the director of all three Iron Man films. And
wait, he directed Iron Man?
He directed all three films,
Yeah.
and he also directed the Mando stuff too. I think he would kill it doing a Batman film. Just saying. But
Whoever did Dune would probably do a good Batman film too.
Denis Villeneuve, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Denis is in his perfect spot, which is James Bond. I think he's going to kill it with James Bond, bro.
Low key, Guillermo
Del Toro. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yo, he would take Batman to just an insane level of just people wouldn't even comprehend what happened. They would walk up and like, that's not the Batman I remember.
I mean, Frankenstein was a masterpiece.
Frankenstein was gas.
Yeah, who knows? That movie is phenomenal. Yeah,
I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight, bro. I keep saying that, and like low key, I haven't been a man of my word. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Don't, bro. Watch it when like you actually have free time, bro. Because it's like
it's a smooth 2 hours 30, bro.
Dude, it's nighttime. The whole night is my oyster.
I forgot you're an insomniac.
Yeah, you don't sleep.
Like, come on, dog. The world is mine to conquer when it's past 12 o'clock.
Right.
And how are you not Batman?
Dude, because I told you, I think I posted on my story, like, because my mom, when I was a kid, my mom made me go to bed before a certain time, and it stopped me from becoming Batman. And sleep schedules is something that women have come up with to stop men from becoming Batman. 100% guaranteed. The science proves it.
Opium. Okay, let's reset chat. Yeah, so the major amount of copium. Let's see. Oh, sorry.
Who is that?
Extinction, bro. He shows us a lot of love, bro. He is
No.
guy.
Who is Madonna? Who is he?
I don't know. I think is he talking about like the singer? Anyways, wait. So when do we get the Punisher special? No trailer. Can one of you guys find when the date is for the Punisher?
When is the Punisher special coming out? Mid 2026 is all it says.
So it has to come out before Spider-Man. So I'm gonna say May.
Oh, but prior to this, Berthol will appear as Frank Castle, which premieres on March 4.
Okay.
So it will probably be after that, then I guess.
It'll probably be like April, May.
Yeah.
Madonna from Punisher season 1 and 2.
I'm literally looking right now. Madonna. She's in, bro. They're using the song from the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Madonna Punisher. Let's see. The closest thing we see is, are you talking about Dina Mondani? Because there's no Madonna in Punisher, but
I'm not gonna lie, she type chipped.
Who?
The girl he talking about.
I don't know how I don't know how I feel about Raimi directing Brave and the Bold. Yeah, bro, that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, no, he needs to be in space. Oops. Oh yeah, he said her name wrong. So he was talking about the girl. I said Dina Mondani. She's a Marvel Cinematic universe character. No worries, bro. Okay, now let's get to the next topic here. Okay, now let's talk about Mr. Aaron Pierre. So my twin, Aaron Pierre, me and him resemble each other a lot. There was a rumor going out talking about apparently they are still meeting with actors for Black Panther, and apparently Aaron Pierre is one of the people that they met with. Now, I do think that this number one is a problem with the DCU that I will address after you guys talk, but I do think this is crazy. So I want to ask you guys, what was your reaction when you heard that Aaron Pierre is in talks for the role of T'Challa?
Dallas, you can go first.
What is this, bro? Why? Like, he doesn't even like fit T'Challa. Like, if anything, he fits T'Challa's son more. I don't want to see him as T'Challa. I can't visualize him as T'Challa. Is that just me? Like, are y'all having the same problem?
No, it's not. It's not just you.
Like, he has green eyes. T'Challa is like, I mean, let's face it, he's a purebred African dude. Like, and what's his name? The dude that we were talking about, Damian Idris. He just fits T'Challa. Damson Idris. He just fits T'Challa. Like,
we'll say this guy.
Oh my! Here we go, bro. Here we go.
Got the name Damien on the mind.
All right, bro. Anyway, Damson Idris. He fits T'Challa. This guy, he doesn't fit T'Challa. And to be honest, like, maybe they're doing it just to, I don't know, get a new female audience. I don't know why. I don't know why they would do it. Like, because like his acting's fine. I don't think there's anything like spectacular about his acting. I just think he's a good-looking dude, so he gets roles. T'Challa has to be a very grounded, very emotionally nuanced actor, and that's just not Pierre.
Boseman wasn't that for T'Challa, so I mean, So Boseman wasn't that. He played T'Challa in the most basic way ever, but.
While he played T'Challa in the most basic way, he also played T'Challa off screen, and that's what people like the most. Also, side note, Dina Madani is not Chips Carter. I don't know what you're talking about.
She is.
You got
that's crazy take. Come on, Carter. All right, Carter. How do you feel? Carter, how do you feel about Aaron Pierre playing T'Challa?
We talked about this yesterday. I think that is a very bad casting, and the only reason why I say it's bad, I think he could play him okay, but like also. Bro just does not look like T'Challa at all. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro's got a fresh cut 24/7. Bro, T'Challa does not got a fresh cut 24/7. There's nothing you can tell me that he got a fresh cut 24/7, bro. He's in the middle of Wakanda. I don't care how nuanced, how like rich that place is. They do not got no barbers over there in Wakanda, bro. The only thing they got is a pair of clippers just to shave the soldiers' heads, bro. That's all they got, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like an arrow that came right here too. Remember that? They had the arrow going.
Bro, sticking T'Challa, bro. Chadwick Boseman, bro. He literally did not, bro. He looked like he didn't have a cut, bro, the whole time.
He did it.
Like, but that's my point, bro.
Yo, I'm crying, bro. You still got no barbers.
We about to see Aaron Pierre come in there with a high taper fade and some waves. Like, bro, no one trying to see that.
I ain't gonna lie, that would be hard. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. He got the same cut you got right now. Like, okay, bro. No.
Okay,
bro.
Okay. So number one, Aaron Pierre would not be a good Black Panther, bro. Or let me not say that. Could Aaron Pierre play T'Challa? 100% he could. Should he play T'Challa? No. And I think the reason why he's even and what is wild is that he is the DCU Green Lantern. So why the question I have is like, why is it that the MCU is recruiting a DCU character? Here's the reason why. So when Aaron Pierre first got announced, I thought it was crazy that James Gunn barely did any type of big press for it. All we got was a corny article, and that's it. And one of the things that, you know, in Dallas, to your point, the Superman rewatch has gotten worse for me a tiny bit. And the big reason why is because I cannot stand Guy Gardner, you know. And one of the things that I was kind of thinking about was like, why is it that we have Aaron Pierre who is a rising star? He has a type of core fan base. Why wouldn't you want to put that guy next to David Cornsweet as the center of the DCU. You know what I mean? Because he is the main Green Lantern for DC. But instead, you get a fat, bowl cut, old, washed up Nathan Fillion being a jerk in Superman. And I think the reason why Aaron Pierre is even entertaining this is because James Gunn is not positioning Aaron Pierre the way that he should be, which is as a pillar of the DCU. You know, the same way we have Cap, Iron Man, Thor, it should be Batman, Green Lantern, and freaking Superman. And I think that it's a big fumble because, you know, so I blame them. So I blame him for that. But Aaron Pierre should not play T'Challa. It should be Damson Idris. If he does want to go to the MCU, Blue Marvel would be the perfect casting for getting Aaron Pierre. Shoot, I'll even take him as Blade at this point because Mahershala Ali.
Wait, wasn't
because Mahershala Ali does Mahershala Ali want to still be Blade? I would take Aaron Pierre as freaking Blade at this point. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I got two things. One,
okay,
I thought it was Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't think she should be a pillar.
He's saying in the DCU, not like overall.
I'm saying in the DCU, you have Superman, right? He is the bridge between world and space. You get Batman, he is the world, he is Earth, and you get Green Lantern, who is the intergalactic space guy. So
that's a good point.
You have three different people from three different worlds. And Superman is he combines both, and that's and that's what when I watch Superman, I'm like, why is it that we don't? And like, what would have been dope, right? Is if we got to see John pop up instead of Guy or both. And then the Lantern show was a prequel of Hal showing John the ropes. You know what I mean? So then we already see a established Green Lantern. So we as fans can see where the Green, like where John Stewart will end up. And then we get a show that gives us a prequel. You know what I mean? That's what I was like. Because when I watch Superman now, bro, it feels like something is missing. And I think it's like the need for another pillar character to pop up. And when you do a movie like Superman isn't like Iron Man 1. You know what I mean? Where the movie only needs Iron Man. In Superman, the movie doesn't only need Superman. It needs other heroes for Superman to work. You know what I mean? And so, I wish that, but if James Gunn positioned Aaron Pierre that way, that could happen. But when you're focused on directing movies instead of shaping your universe, this is what happens. When your president is directing a Superman movie and he does all the writing, he does all the treatments, he does everything. How do you expect James Gunn has time to do all of these other things? Why do you think a Batman is trailing so far behind? It's because he's doing Superman, And it's like, bro, like you're the president. That doesn't mean you can choose to direct whatever you want. You have to actually steer the direction of the universe. You know what I mean? And so, and that's why Lobo's face looks so dumb, which we are going to talk about. And this is why you see laxes and certain. Look, let me just break all this down. Post Endgame, right? The reason why the MCU took such a downturn was because Kevin Feige was stretched thin. Okay. And it's just when you have multiple shows going on while still trying to put out 4 to 5 films, how do you expect, you know what I mean? The content is going to go. The quality dipped, and with James Gunn, he's too focused on his stuff. That's why Superman. Look, that is why I think Superman looks 10 times better than Supergirl because he's not focused on it. And that's why with Lanterns, a show that comes out this year, we've only gotten a 12-second teaser, and we haven't seen anything about Clayface. And that movie needs to be marketed because Clayface isn't a popular character.
They just dropped the logo for it yesterday.
Like, you serious? A movie comes out this year, and all you drop is a logo? You're not the MCU. The MCU.
Yeah.
Marvel could literally, trust me, Marvel Studios could literally wait to drop a Spider-Man trailer until May, and Spider-Man could come out in June, and the movie would still do $1 billion. The DC does not have that. They do not have that whatsoever, not yet. Yeah. So yeah, that's why. So that's what pisses me off, about this is it isn't about the fact that they're talking to him, but it's why does Aaron Pierre feel like he has to do that? James Gunn should have told him, yeah, you're the guy. You're one of the guys that we're building on. Like, he should be the Chris Hemsworth of the DCU group. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's pissing me off.
Remember the point I made about Superman movie, how I think James Gunn played it too safe? And I, for one, have my own reasons why I think he played it too safe. But, like, now I think that you're seeing, like, yeah, there was so much more that he could have done with the movie, but I think he felt so much pressure to release something, to get the DCU back on its feet, to build something new, that he just wasn't thinking big picture at that time. And I think every time you rewatch the movie, I think that's what you're saying. I saw it the first time around because, I actually have taste.
I mean, bro, it's also thinking about what, like, when you think about what the pillars of the DCU should be, right? And when you think about the main characters, and when you think about actors, like, if I am a head of a studio or of DC, and I get a young actor like Aaron Pierre, while he's not expensive, but this role could make him the A-list actor, like a Chris Hemsworth, like a RDJ, like a Chris Evans. Like, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? You know what I'm saying? Like Gen Z kids love his work already. He already has a sustaining fan base. Why wouldn't you put that guy next to Corn Sweat? You know what I mean? Like, that's just what's not making sense to me. Because when I watch the MCU, the second they found that they struck gold, they put the three together. And it's like, but you put in Nathan freaking Fillion, fat Nathan Fillion, bowl cut Nathan Fillion, stupid Maxwell Lord costume Nathan Fillion. You know, that's what I don't get, bro.
What movies was Corn Sweat doing before Superman?
He did some Netflix shows. He was in Twister. He was in a bunch of small projects. And Aaron Pierre and Aaron Pierre got popular for his project called Rebel Ridge, which is a really good film. It's on Netflix. Yeah. Really, really, I love that movie. But
I'm still dumbfounded as to how Corn Sweat got the role. He looks like Superman. I think
he's a good actor.
Acting, I think his acting was fine. I just don't think it was like, I wasn't blown away by his performance. You know,
number one, it's money. Number two, I think it's the same reason why they casted RDJ and Hemsworth and Evans at their time. They're not A-list actors, so they have something to work for. You know what I mean? And Corn Sweat, and you also want to find guys that take this stuff seriously. Because, like, when you don't have people that take stuff seriously, what do you get? Dakota Johnson, Madam Web. You know what I'm saying? So you want to find someone that's not too big. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, and you also want to find someone young that's willing to commit to do this for 10 years. And I think you got to do that by picking someone where this is all they got. Like, why does RDJ come back to the MCU? Because, I mean, this was all he had. You know what I mean? And now he got paid $100 million.
I was going to say, that check is hitting.
Bro, I promise you, after this, he's never acting again. He's done. You make $100 million? Bro, what? He's done, dude. He's done.
Keep going. More money.
He can do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? So, well, he could already do anything. So, yeah, but that's my thing. So, do y'all agree with my take on, like, that Aaron Pierre is even looking at this because he's being handled poorly, or am I reaching?
I mean, that's a good take. I could see it. I guess, like, the only thing that I could say, like, other than that is just maybe, like, James Gunn does something stupid and, like, kills him off at the end of season 1 of Lanterns.
Oh, like, if
it just makes Hal Jordan the main Green Lantern.
If that happens, that's basically pure confirmation that he's T'Challa. And as I said, he's a good enough actor where I don't think he would do a bad job. But, like, even when he got casted as Jon Stewart, people were like, oh, they were like, he's not dark enough. I'm like, Jon Stewart isn't predicated on his skin color. T'Challa low-key is, bro. Like, he's African, bro. You know what I mean? And if you're in Africa and if you're in the sun, you want to be dark, bro. It's just, I mean, it's the truth. So, yeah, T'Challa and Jon Stewart are two different situations. I don't even think I couldn't even play T'Challa. None of us up here could play T'Challa because we're not African, bro. Or you got to at least look African. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I can do anything I put my mind to. That's what my mommy told me.
No, you can't.
My mommy told me I could touch the stars if I want. So.
Well, welcome to the real world. You can't.
I was about to say a really bad joke, Dallas. Let me shut up.
All right, bro. I can just assume where you were going.
Do you want to know what I was going to say?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna just text it in our private chat because it was. Hold on.
I'm gonna read it out loud.
I said it in our chat. Look.
I was gonna say which. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Could it be that one?
Both of them. See, one of them did something that helped me reach the stars. The other one told me that I could.
Oh my gosh, let's see. I don't mean for this to sound racist, but Aaron Pierre is the light.
Hey, bro, we're not gonna cancel you. You don't have anything to fear.
Wait, no.
The only person who don't cancel you is Dallas.
No, light black is the funniest thing I've ever heard, bro. But Aaron Pierre is too light black to play T'Challa. We need someone darker.
That's definitely a way of putting like that he's like light skinned.
Bro said light black is wild. I love this show, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, bro, y'all funny. Let's get Denzel. No, bro, we don't want Denzel old behind. Yeah, bro. He's like 90.
He's 70. He's 78, bro. Did you know that,
bro?
No, he's 72.
Well, you know that he is in the third one, but I don't. Yo, what would be fire is if we do get a multiversal T'Challa, Denzel should be his dad. That would be fire.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think Denzel at any point in his career would play a good Black Panther.
And it's prime for sure.
Is that a hot take?
That is a bad take. That's not even a hot take.
Yeah.
That's just a bad take.
Denzel's one of the greatest actors ever, bro. Like, come on now. But
Bro,
the only issue that I would have is like Denzel loves to use his American accent. You know, the question like, would he cower down and do the African accent? Because like in all the movies that he's done, except this one movie he did, I forget, it was like in the 1993 or something. Like he usually uses his own accent. And it works because he's Denzel, but like you can't be T'Challa saying like, "What's good, my," you know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't work. I mean, or like Shuri, take care of all defenses. Like it doesn't have any good aura when you don't have the African accent.
You have a terrible
get this man a shield. You know what I mean, anyways,
you bald-headed demon.
Bald-headed demon. No, demon. Yo, he came in eating them carrots, bro. I was like, a little nasty. Okay, anyways, next topic here. So Ryan Reynolds is apparently working on a Deadpool team-up film. Do you guys want a Deadpool team-up film? Yes or no?
Who's the team up with?
No one knows yet.
Actually, that means absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna lie. We can be done with Deadpool films. The only reason why I would want it is just for comedic relief at this point.
Didn't you say last week that he's a one-trick pony? Was that you who said that?
Maybe it was either me or somebody in the comments.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Dallas. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me. Anything with my glorious king Ryan Reynolds is a go for me. You know, Ryan Reynolds just never misses. Like he delivers the same product over and over again, but he doesn't miss on that product. You know, he's like who's somebody I can compare him to? He's like Carl Anthony Towns. Like I always know I'm going to get something gay when he's on the court, right? That's just who he is, right? That's Ryan Reynolds. Like Ryan Reynolds is just same one trick, same jokes, same same like gag. What's it called? That sounds crazy to me just saying gag. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, help me out. Stop making me look idiot.
Nah. You doing this to yourself.
Yeah. Are you talking about a gag reel?
Yeah, same gag reel, same. He's the same dude, but like anything with my glorious king in it is golden to me,
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I think that's the only role that he does really well. Only role. That's not an L take. Bro was the same person in every single movie.
The same thing for Keanu Reeves. The same thing for
Keanu Reeves is a bad actor, but he would.
No one said Keanu Reeves was good.
Keanu Reeves is so buns, bro.
Hold on. He's a great Hal Jordan. We need to stop. He was great as Hal Jordan, bro.
Yeah, he was.
He was a great.
Those movies were actually pretty funny.
Yo, Green Lantern, the extended cut is actually fire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
W rage bait.
You just don't know peak. No, you just don't know peak.
No, W rage bait.
It's okay because your mind.
You gotta rewatch it, bro. It's actually gas, bro. It's actually.
No, I'm not rewatching it, bro.
Yo, rewatch it, bro.
No,
he's gonna do it anyway because he's a good boy. Anyway, as I was saying, Like, what are you talking about? Jason Statham plays the same role in every movie. He does it well, right?
I'm a word
Yeah,
geek.
but here's the thing, bro. Why is Ryan Reynolds like, bro? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, dog, we had a stinking what was
The
it?
Adam Project. Okay, let's just go through it.
The Adam
The
Project.
Adam
I love
Project.
the Adam Project.
Fire movie basically is Ryan. Red Notice, legit the same character. Legit the same
But he's
character.
the same character in every single show.
Okay, what's
Same
wrong
as
with
Matt-
that?
Same as Mark Ruffalo.
A
Jason Statham,
hitman,
I'm a construction worker.
a hitman's
And I
bodyguard.
never saw like Jason Statham.
But Statham does low budget films. He's not trying to go and do MCU movies.
Bro,
But he should.
Ryan Reynolds is literally going to Marvel and having meetings with Kevin Feige to talk to him about a fourth Deadpool movie. Why do we have a fourth Deadpool movie? We just got a
because it
fourth
did $1
Captain
billion.
America movie. That doesn't even have
Because the
stars
other
in it.
3 were good. What are you talking about?
Well, the
What?
reason why,
Product.
the reason why is because Deadpool Wolverine did $1 billion, which, as I said, I understand why they're going to do it, but
You can't tell me that all 3 Deadpool movies were good.
They were good for what they were.
Deadpool and Wolverine, like, look, it's not the best movie, but it's not bad. Like, it's a
Good rewatch, but it's not a good movie.
Now, Deadpool 1 gas. No, hold on. Deadpool 1 and 2 are phenomenal. Okay, let's just throw that out there. Deadpool and Wolverine is aight. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're good for what they are, Carter. I'm not saying they're exceptional movies. They're not groundbreaking. They're not they're not like gonna touch your soul and make you walk away like, oh, I'm a better man after watching that. No, but they are good for what they are.
Oh, did that
Time out. Coming from the one that always be wanting every single show and movie to like change his life for the rest of the time, bro.
I have the word. I have the word though. Hold on. I have the word. It's like Deadpool always comes at the perfect time. Like it's like the perfect palate cleanser. You know what I mean? Like because I feel like when Deadpool and Wolverine dropped, we were just getting a lot of trash MCU content. And like when it dropped, fans were just gravitated because it was just pure action. You know what I mean? And so I feel like you know, if Ryan plays his cards right, it has to come out at the perfect time. You know what I mean? And that's why I think all of his other films work because look, Ryan is a lot of things, but he understands timing, you know? And so he's going to drop it at the perfect time. That could be 5 years from now. It could be 3 years. But like, it's going to be the perfect time to do it. Now, do I want it? No. But I'm just saying like Ryan is a very calculated guy. If you've seen all of the other two, they all have dropped at like certain times where the palate cleanser was needed. Similar to like Thor becoming a comedic relief. Like it was needed for Thor. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like the Deadpool movies because they're very good for comedic relief. But like when you look at the movies, it's literally just basically the same movie over and over again. The only thing that was different was Deadpool and Wolverine. and it was just a cameo fest. That's all it was.
I don't see nothing wrong with cameos.
Yeah, whatchamacall, that the last Spider-Man movie was a cameo fest.
No, it's not. But cameos are awesome. Cameos are awesome, guys. I mean, a cameo fest doesn't make a movie bad, but like, let's be honest. Do we want to see Deadpool again? No, because he's a one-trick pony. What more can you do with the character? We saw Thor crying, holding Deadpool. What more can you do than that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? So who knows? But yeah, I don't want it, but we're gonna get it, so it's whatever. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna get it because it makes money and it does what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Y'all just Carter. I mean,
look, as I said, like it's gonna come at the perfect time, and it's gonna be a perfect palate cleanser, and then we're gonna hate it after. That's how Ryan works. He makes movies for the moment. They don't stand forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the only one where he failed was Green Lantern, which is crazy because that's probably the best performance he's ever done. Is Green Lantern.
And Loki in my book, and in my book, it's not a failure because in my book I like the movie. It was a fine movie.
Yeah, bro, that's probably the best
most comic accurate. Probably wasn't the most like I don't know DCU movie, but it was just a great.
He said it was the most comic accurate.
He was a great Hal Jordan. No, he was perfect as Hal Jordan, bro. He was perfect.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan. It's so crazy.
Perfect.
As I said, I think that was his best.
You're never gonna get a better Hal Jordan than that.
I didn't say that, but
that's what Stevie said.
Horrible
what me and Stevie are saying.
I never said that, bro. Bro, start putting smut on my name, bro. Yo, I'm feeling sorry. That's crazy. Okay, now let's get to the next
Bro, trying to commit
topic
war
here.
crimes on Stevie's
Yeah,
name.
bro. Yeah, bro. Trying to give me a
Oh my
viscerated.
goodness, bro. Okay, get this off the screen, bro.
Why are you hating?
That's all hard. That's hard.
That's what I'm saying.
It gotta
You're
be the
hating.
worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
But I'm
Okay,
not gonna lie,
so-
Stevie. Your AI work has gotten better, Looky.
Why she
Hey,
got a sliver of forehead at the top? Like,
no, it's a freaking headband, bro. It's what Jean Grey wore. Okay, anyways, so X-Men will start filming after Secret Wars. This obviously makes sense because of the fact, X-Men is gonna be the first movie jumping out of the new MCU post Avengers, which is smart. So the question that I want to ask you guys is, like, what do you number one, do you guys understand why they are jumping right into the mutant saga post Secret Wars? And also, like, what are some things you guys are expecting from the X-Men and the mutants in general?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they are, because like we kind of like had like an X-Men drought besides X-Men 97, which I mean, that's an animation. You can get so many animations, but like for instance, like the DC AU, like bro, like we got peak movies, DC animation movies, but yet like people care about them, but like nobody cares about them as much as the live action stuff. Like people want live action movies because it gives like a sense of like realness that like granted it can never happen, but it's like, oh my gosh, like look what it would look like if it like actually happened in our world. Like but like at the same time, like I think it's just more of like a hey, like we're sorry with everything that happened with X-Men, just like with Doomsday and Secret Wars, like we're sorry with everything that happened with X-Men. Here are a confirmed like trilogy for X-Men. We are going to put an X-Men movie out as soon as we possibly can. And I think that's all they're doing at this point. And like what to expect, like I just want to see Cyclops not simp over sticking Jean Grey the whole time and Wolverine to like, well, I don't know if I necessarily want Wolverine in X-Men, but like I would be perfectly well, hear me out. Wolverine should come later. He should come later. 100% should come later. I don't think Wolverine should be in the first X-Men movie, at least. You seem to have some gears.
Dallas, give your take, and then I'll give my take, and then we'll address Carter.
people want to see. Oh, you give me a take, and then we'll address Carter. Yeah, it's a big apology. Low key, because the X-Men content that we've gotten, I like the movies. I'm not gonna say they're good movies. I like the movies because it's X-Men and we get some pretty iconic scenes like Silver Surfer. But I'm not gonna say they're good, and I'm not gonna say they're build like you could build off of them.
Silver Surfer is not an X-Men, but I think he's talking about the Fox Marvel movies.
Oh my gosh!
Are you talking about Magneto?
No, I'm talking about freaking
Charles Xavier?
Quicksilver. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yo.
Oh, some pretty iconic scenes.
That's bad for business.
Like the Quicksilver scene. But I'm not gonna say they're good movies. I'm not gonna say they were anything to build off of because they really weren't. But the acting was pretty good in some of those movies. We got some pretty great actors. Like Nightcrawler. Oh my goodness, I like the actor for him. I don't even remember the name. But that scene where Nightcrawler goes in and dismantles the entire like White House was low-key goated. So we got some pretty iconic stuff, but we just haven't seen anything that like we can build off of that we can like bring into the next generation of MCU with us. And so this whole like new phase that they're like, we're gonna release this as soon as possible, is definitely an apology. It's 100%. And low-key, we as fans, we as loyal, devoted fans deserve it. And it's about time that we got what we wanted.
Yeah, man. I agree. I think this is smart. I think this is what hurt us post Endgame. They didn't have a lot of good stuff ready to go. I am more excited for like mutants in general more than the X-Men. Like I want to see Magneto. I want to see the Brotherhood. Like that's what I'm more hyped for, to be honest. But obviously the X-Men are going to be fun. I really want to see. I think the biggest draw for me is Scott Summers. Nightcrawler is my favorite mutant, so I really want to see him. Hopefully, we get Archangel and people like that. I can't wait to see who they're going to cast. We already have probably already seen one with Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. I think that's a great casting. And I just can't wait to see who else they have. And I would love to see Wolverine there. And I want the full team. I want Storm, and we're going to talk about some stuff going on with Storm as our last topic of the night. But yeah, I mean, I am really excited to see the X-Men, and from what we know, they're casting a really young cast. And Sadie Sink is the example of how young they're casting. We're going to see some really young castings. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now, let's address your Wolverine take. Dallas, I'll let you go first.
People want to see Wolverine. So even if it doesn't fit in the story, even if, people want to see him. People have been waiting to see him. We obviously need a new Wolverine because, geez Louise, Hugh Jackman's getting pretty old, or is already old, really. So I don't know who they're going to cast in that, but people are going to be thirsting to see Wolverine. Like, he is probably one of, if not the most popular X-Men. So, and he's the most recognizable. So for the X-Men to land, I think if they didn't put a Wolverine in, I don't think it's going to hit as hard, and I don't think it's going to land as hard. It's going to land with like the regular comic, the fans, the true comic, like the fans like that. But like for the outside scope, people like who are like, oh, I know Wolverine. Like it's an instantly recognizable face that brings in new viewers.
So to go against that, my reasoning for why I think Wolverine should not be in at least the first X-Men movie is just because they should do Wolverine alone in his own type of deal. Maybe I think he may be in Midnight Suns, maybe. I don't know. They haven't confirmed that yet. That would be pretty cool if he was in Midnight Suns. But
yeah,
like he should be by himself or with Midnight Suns. Like the X-Men need to establish themselves by themselves first. Like I understand like Wolverine, he brings in like the viewership, but like the X-Men need to establish themselves first before Wolverine comes and joins. Wolverine has his own full story that you can put together, and the X-Men have their own thing that they can put together without Wolverine. Like there is so many things that you can do separately between X-Men and Wolverine that it's literally insane. Like they have their own stories, and you can do it perfectly fine without them.
I think that's a part of the issue. I think you need to have Wolverine on the X-Men because he needs to be synonymous with the X-Men. I think a part of the issue, even if you go back to the old Hugh Jackman X-Men films, like he was the center, like his origin played a part in the X-Men, and I think that's a part of the issue. I mean, and in X-Men 97, we see a prime example of Scott Summers taking the lead and Wolverine taking the backseat in the show because he's just being an X-Men. And so I don't necessarily think the issue is Wolverine having his whole entire like origin. I don't even think we even need to dive down that road again. But I think, but I think it comes down to him just being a regular character on the mutants. When you have an actor like Hugh Jackman, I get it, but I don't think that they need to cast someone that big to play Wolverine because he's not going to be the center character. And I think it works because you have Scott Summers taking a really big role in other characters. And look, Wolverine will have a big role in this. I mean, it's not saying that he's not going to have a big role, but I just think that it's going to be different than what we saw with like the OG X-Men films. Because as I said, they made Hugh Jackman the center of it, and honestly, James Marsden is probably the perfect Cyclops casting, and he got legit screwed in those movies, bad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But like, I think to rebrand Wolverine the correct way, they have to be synonymous because he is an X-Men, and I think where fans go wrong is they try to, make them separate from each other. And I think that there's going to be seasons where Wolverine does go away from the X-Men, and I think he'll be on the Avengers, you know what I mean? And he'll be kind of doing his own thing, or he'll be with the Midnight Suns. I think there's a place for that, but I think that like if we're starting him out, he needs to be synonymous. Plus, you need all the firepower that you can get because I have a hard time believing that a X-Men team without Wolverine is going to sell in theaters.
I think if Doomsday and Secret Wars does well, I think it will sell well in theaters. Just because we are going to have the X-Men in Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah, but we don't know how much of the new X-Men we're going to have. I mean, it could be one more scene. You know what I mean? We don't know.
I mean, it won't be the
We don't
new
know.
X-Men, but like we will have the old Fox X-Men in Secret Wars, and people and like this new crowd of people will see what the X-Men are actually supposed to be like if they play their cards right. So like going into the new saga, like it should already be clicking.
Yeah, but the way that I view that though is like I don't view the old X-Men and the new X-Men as one thing. They're two separate situations because the X-Men that we're seeing in Avengers Doomsday, they're completely different, bro. These are older, more matured at their most powerful or at their oldest, and a lot of the X-Men are going to be dead. So I think that's a whole different, not to mention a whole different group of actors too. You know what I mean? Like when they fully announce that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, when we get our Cyclops, there's a lot that goes like that's a whole entire different process. So I think that those are two different things. Like,
I really hope she's not Jean Grey.
And look. I think the MCU X-Men, if they play their cards right, is going to do so much freaking money. I really do. But I don't think it's going to be because of Doomsday or Secret Wars. I think it has to be purely because of the casting, and it has to be purely because of what we see. Like X-Men is a true test for the future of, like, this movie is going to determine what the future of the MCU is going to be and how it's going to shape. And honestly, I would say, hold on one second. I would say this. It might live in what they need to do. Think about this. The old school X-Men lived and died on Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. But we can all agree, right? Professor X, Wolverine, and Magneto. The second one with like the X-Men First Class and all that stuff died on James McAvoy as Xavier and Fast B as Magneto. By the way, Michael Fassbender as Magneto is my favorite Magneto. He's freaking amazing. And the question is, what is this new mutant cast? Who is it going to die on? I would say one of those characters has to be Cyclops. We will all agree, right?
Yeah.
One of those characters would either be Magneto, right? Professor X, and I would say Jean Grey. I don't think Wolverine's going to be the die for a character. So, but Carter, what were we going to say?
But what I was saying is that, okay, let's say, even though I really want him to play Harry Osborn, but like if he doesn't play Harry Osborn, Joe Keery as Cyclops would hit, and it would bring numbers.
Gosh, bro. Here we go, bro. First of all, hey, okay. Sadie Sink was fine in Stranger Things. Okay, let's not pretend that she's like some astounding, groundbreaking actor, bro. Her as Jean Grey being the face of an entire like X-Men, being the face of the X-Men, like, or being the face of one of the new faces of the MCU is diabolical. I don't know how she's gonna get this role because she just doesn't have the poise. She doesn't have the screen presence to be Jean Grey, right? Joe Keery, he's great. He's a feel-good story. His music's I'm back in Chicago. Like, it's great, but no.
You just copyrighted us.
No, I didn't. Like, outraged me. Anyway, he just doesn't have this. He's a great feel-good character, but he also, as an actor, doesn't have the screen presence to be the new face. At least we haven't seen it yet. And I think if you're going to hinge your universe on these characters, you should at least see if they have the test to become to have the screen presence to ground what you're trying to build. And as a foundation, so far with the X-Men, with Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, it's not looking very good. It's a very shaky foundation.
I disagree.
Even her acting in Stranger Things was very shaky.
I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't make any sense because
we'll see.
If you want,
we'll see.
No. Because if you look at every single person like RDJ, Chris Evans did not have like that, like bro didn't have that screen presence really. We're talking about the Fantastic Four films that he put out when he was Johnny Storm. Like, bro did not have screen presence. Now look at him. He's playing Captain America. Like, and he has mad aura behind him. Like, I think that's just such a horrible take because you're putting these granted, I just think you just don't like the Stranger Things characters at this point because every single time we talk about a Stranger Things character, bro's always hating. Like, bro just does not.
First of all, I like Joe Keery, bro. I think Joe Keery would make a great Gambit.
I don't think Joe would be a good Cyclops. Now with Sadie Sink, I think she's in a very peculiar situation because I do think a lot of her acting is kind of like based on the role she had to play in Stranger Things. So like, I don't really think we were able to see her pure talent. And I would say this, Dallas. I think this is her test. You know what I mean? I think her Jean Grey is the test to see how good is she, you know? Because Jean Grey is a very nuanced character. There's a lot going on with Jean from a mental standpoint. And the question is, would Sadie Sink be able to play that? Given her role in Stranger Things, I don't think we have that answer. So I don't think I think this performance shows us if she's a bad actor or not. The same way that with Toby, right? Spider-Man was not the movie that showed me that he was a bad actor. It was The Great Gatsby. You know what I mean? So
you mean he was a good actor?
Huh?
Because you like the performance in The Great Gatsby.
Yes. Well, no, but like after Spider-Man, in my kid mind, I thought Toby was like the one of the best actors ever. And then when I watched The Great Gatsby and then I rewatched Spider-Man, I was like, oh, like he wasn't that great in the Spider-Man films when it comes to acting. You know what I mean? It was just that when Toby got with Leo, he just had to rise to the occasion. When you're with someone that great, you know what I mean? You're going to rise. You know what I mean? The same way with like Jamie Foxx and Django Unchained. Like he's never doing a performance like that again. You know what I mean? Like you're with the greatest actor of our time. I mean, what do you expect?
One of the best movies ever.
Like DiCaprio is the greatest actor to ever live. So I mean, like when you are with someone that 100%. Good, when you're with someone that good, you're going. I mean, it's just same thing with, and that's why he's the GOAT, because Denzel doesn't have that effect on people. Like Leo's the only actor I've seen that like he's making Tiana Taylor a star, bro. Like, and no offense to her, but she hasn't been the greatest actor. You know what I mean? But Leo just has that. I don't know. He just makes people rise, bro. So, yeah. So yeah, I think this is her test, bro, to see what she does. I don't really think we can judge yet, because like, like I don't like Stranger Things didn't sell me on any of these people, except like David Harbour as Hopper, until
like season 5.
Yeah,
till season 4 actually.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing about like kid roles is like it's hard to judge if they're a good actor or not. It's when they get into roles like this. Like I want to see what Caleb does after this. You know what I mean? To see if he's really built for the occasion. You know, same with all of like the kid that plays Mike. We know he's a good actor because we saw him in It. You know what I mean? He's been in like other stuff, you know. But the question for the actor that plays Mike is like, can he branch out of the horror vibe? You know what I mean? Because that's his bag. And I think with Sadie, this is a big jump. And if she lands it, bro, oh my gosh, she's gonna be jumping off the screen. But she's different though. She's not like Sydney Sweeney. She's not like these other actresses. She's different, you know. So we'll have to see how it pans out.
She's definitely not like Sydney Sweeney.
You know.
Okay.
She's a very like mysterious gal. Like she reminds me a lot of like I think at her best she can be like who's Tom Holland's his fiance. She could be like Zendaya? That. Yeah, she could be like I think at her peak that's her level. And Zendaya's a great actress. So that's what I think her peak is in my opinion. But we'll have to see what happens. Is that a fair thing?
She already has the Yeah. This is definitely, I mean, it's definitely a test. I just think for the MCU, it's an unnecessary risk. Because with Carter, you mentioned like Captain America, you mentioned RDJ. That was a risk they had to take. Number one, because they didn't have the money to pay the big time actors. If they did, I don't think RDJ and them would have gotten the role. But they don't have to take that risk anymore because they have the money to pay the big time actors. They have the pull to get the big time actors. They don't have to go with Sadie Sink. So I feel like it's an unnecessary risk.
Wait, so are you saying Sadie Sink's a big time actor, or are you saying she's not?
No, I'm saying she's not. But Carter's saying, well, Carter was making the point that like, well, you know, the actors that they got before weren't proven, so what does it matter now? They weren't proven because they couldn't afford the proven actors.
Yeah, but
that's why they did.
Aren't you the same guy that gets upset when they bring in big time actors to fill in these roles?
I think there are people that aren't as big time that are also just more proven. They've paid their dues, right? They've paid their dues. They've done the movies. They've done multiple movies. They've done multiple shows. They put in their work. They may not be as big as, I don't know, Benedict Cumberbatch, but they've put in the work. They have the resume. They have the variation of roles. Sadie Sink doesn't. She doesn't have the resume yet.
So and that's why I think she's perfect.
It's a risk. It's an unnecessary risk that they don't need to take. Though. It is. Especially when the X-Men is such a, you got to land them. You have to land the X-Men.
I honestly think that Sadie Sink will be probably the least risk because she knows how it feels to be with a big studio doing big projects. I think that she has experience from that aspect, and I also think that like they believe that she can rise to the occasion. She's the first person to be cast, which would, if she is Jean Grey, that means she's the first mutant to be cast for the X-Men, which means that that means that they saw something that we did not see. So. And Marvel has hit it out the park with some of these guys. I mean, look, we got to be honest, bro. Florence Pugh, amazing casting. You know, even the guy that plays John Walker, a great cast. Like they really don't miss a lot when it comes to casting. The biggest miss for them was I think the biggest miss, and I hate saying this, the most suspect casting was the Fantastic Four. That was the most, and I think the reason why is because they went for more experienced actors, and that might have played against it, and also the fact that, like, you know, they didn't take risk in the movie at all. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Pedro Pascal, like as much as people glaze the living mess out of him, he's just not real. He did a decent job, but we could have had it better.
Yeah, I think Pedro. I do not agree. Well, we could always have better when it comes to that, but I think Pedro. I think Pedro's going to do a really good job. And I think Doomsday, for me, like he passed test 1. These next 2 Avengers films, for me, I need to see something, dude. He needs to step up. Okay, let's get to the next topic here. Let's talk about DC real quick. DC is like dominating the comic world right now. They are destroying. So let me just read off these stats to you. So we have the best-selling graphic novels of 2025. Absolute Batman. Batman Court of Owls. Batman Hush, All-Star Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Ultimate Spider-Man, Absolute Superman, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Invincible Volume 1, and Watchmen. Bro, DC is taking up Mosey. Now let's talk about the best-selling comic books and there is another list of units sold with just DC and Marvel. Number 1 is Deadpool and Batman. Number 1. Batman 1. Deadpool and Batman 1. Invincible Universe Battle Beast 1. DCKO 1. And the rest is literally Batman. And these are just by issues. So it's Batman issue number 1, 58, Absolute Batman. 15, Absolute Batman. 13, Absolute Flash 1. And the rest is just Absolute Batman and Batman. And the 17th one is just Absolute Manhunter, and the rest is Absolute Batman. So what?
I'm gonna get this out the way. Absolute Flash was cheeks.
Yeah, it's trash. But I bet you issue 1 was gas because that is the comic that is like the most sold. Now here's the question: why is it that DC is dominating the comic industry and not Marvel?
Because DC has better characters, and especially when Batman is probably like one of like the biggest like heroes in like all of superheroes, like it kind of like literally like it's kind of difficult to miss with Batman, especially in comics. So it's like, especially when Scott Snyder put out New 52, which by the way, gas, elite, like any word you can think that like is a synonym for elite, put it next to it. But either way, and then like Absolute Batman, I heard is pretty good. I've only listened to the comics explained of it so far, and I haven't actually read any of the comics yet. But that's just because I have so many pulls every week, bro.
Yeah,
I have like 8 pulls,
bro. You be struggling reading through comic books now?
Bro, I have like so many pulls, bro. When you have to pay like almost $40-$50 a week just on comic books, bro, it kind of gets insane, bro.
You don't have to. That's that American greedy mindset instilled in you.
Bro,
you don't have to pay that.
Look, this is all unread. Like I need to read all these.
Literally, like
it doesn't take that long to read a comic book.
Bro, a smooth like 23 to 30 30-page comic, bro. But
That's nothing.
okay. Now, I think the reason why DC is dominating the comic industry, I think it's more so just because DC is taking more risk. I think DCKO and also like DC just has better events. Like DCKO is a better event, you know what I mean? And DCKO is linking to a lot of other stories in DC Comics. And then you got the Fire Batman run where you have two Robins. You have Tim Drake and Damian as Robin. Come on, bro. Like that's fire. You know what I mean? And then Absolute Superman, as I said, it is Absolute Superman is so fire. Legit the best single issue I've ever read in my life. I cried. And they're just killing it right now. And you have two fire concepts. You have the Absolute universe, which took the world by storm, and you have the freaking, DCKO. They have two big events. Marvel has like really one large event, which is Ultimate Endgame, and I would love to check the numbers out because I wonder if it's selling as much as they think. But like when I read Ultimate Endgame and DCKO, I'm taking DCKO any day. Like DCKO is 10 times better than Ultimate Endgame. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like,
so I heard in DCKO Homelander shows up. Is that true?
He's showing up in this one upcoming. There's literally like an extra like side thing with it.
Yeah, is that March or
so
is it
I think
February?
I think it's February.
Okay, sorry, Dallas.
I think the reason why DC is selling comics a lot more is because it's pretty much all it has. Is besides the DC comics and besides DC animated, like the DCU movies just aren't worth watching. And so I think they're just selling comics more because that's all fans have to gravitate towards. Because a true fan of DC doesn't really want to watch the movies, and except for the animated movies. A true fan of DC like watches the movies, and they're not very like their rewatch value is just not very good. Let's just be honest.
It's wild take.
Let's just be honest. Like their rewatch, like I've watched a DCU movie that I've like been like, oh wow, like I would watch this again and again and again. No, I just wouldn't. And so I think the comics are just easier to gravitate towards. Also, DC just has better characters. I mean, has better characters, has better side characters, and they're just more out of the box with their comics. So
they do have better characters, but I'm echoing on you. But I do think that they just have. I think it's the events, bro. That's hitting. I wouldn't say it's the. Like, I don't think it's because DC fans don't want to watch the movies. I think it's just they have two crazy events that's kind of happening, and so fans are locked in. And like, I'm not gonna say the numbers are gonna go down once DC KO's done because they have the Absolute U, which is going crazy. But like, I wouldn't be shocked if Marvel starts creeping in a little more with like, because like I think Moon Knight is going to sell so much. You know what I mean, like, because that drops in March, and I mean I think that's going to
it drops in February.
Or February. So like I think Moon Knight is going to sell in like in other comics. So yeah. All right, let's read some comments here.
But
sorry, go ahead.
So the Superman vs. Homelander comic, the DCKO Boss Battle 1, drops next week. We have some heat. Stevie, we have some heat coming out next week. We got DCKO Boss Battle 1. We got DCKO Night Fight 4.
Next week?
I hope Homelander kills him.
Yes.
I hope Homelander kills him.
I'll rage bait. Either way.
No, I'm just serious.
No, you're not.
I mean, I heard some theories online about Homelander actually like winning that fight, but they already did say that like Superman in any universe is like the Homeland, like the people who made the boys already said like Homelander's not even close to Superman's power level. It's not even like close.
Homelander's getting whooped by Superman.
Yeah, straight mop.
Well, hey, you'll be surprised. You never know. Why would they put a character in there if they know it's just going to be a mop out? They're going to make it interesting somehow. So because
the way that DCKO works is like, hey, bro, can you change the speaker on your StreamYard to your headphones, bro? Because I'm echoing.
All right, give me a second.
Perfect. So the way that DCKO works, right, is that and so basically, like, you are battling against each other, and then like you're taking on the form of a character. So the question is like, is this the Joker taking the form? Like who is taking his form? You know what I mean? That's the question of the battle. You know what I mean? And then also like the other thing that's on the side is like Batman is working himself to get back into the DCKO fight. So if Batman can come back, does that mean other characters can come back? Does this mean that Homelander has now entered into the DC universe somehow and is fighting for this thing that Darkseid wants? Or like what if in DCKO Superman ends up like, what if like Superman does end up beating the Joker, right? In the end, or yeah, let's say Superman wins, right? DC, the whole DC KO thing, and then we get tricked, and they're like, okay, now Superman, you might have think you've won, but now here's the real DC KO, and he has to fight against heroes from every universe: Invincible, freaking Homelander, freaking Omni Man, freaking Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. Like, what if he has to fight every freaking fantasy character ever? Because that's the only way I can see them working in Homelander in this, is that the DCKO fight isn't just it isn't just him. It's not just DC characters. I think it's everybody fighting for this.
The Boys was originally a DC byproduct, actually. So The Boys was originally, like, the first comic book was originally released under the DC label. They just ended up not getting rid of it, but putting it to the side because they couldn't handle, like, they basically said they couldn't handle it, right? And then, so I think them bringing it back in, like, they have a loophole to bring it back in because it was originally released under DC. Like,
hey Dallas, let me just help you out real fast. All right, so when you hit the mic thing, right? Change your mic back to whatever it was, but so there's a mic like emblem. Change that to whatever it was because your sound sounds weird. But you'll see a volume button, right? And you got to change that to your headphones. So keep your mic whatever it was before, but change that speaker one to whatever your headset is.
That's what it was.
Okay, it sounded weird. Just leave it the way it is. Okay. The only concern with the X-Men reboot is Thunderbolt's director will focus on the good storytelling and less action. That's not going to work for the MCU fan base. People will wait until the X-Men reboot goes to Disney Plus. Okay, Kevin, and this is why there needs to be improvement. Okay, and I think Schreier knows how to tell a story well, but that cannot happen. And if they do that crap, I'm going to crash out. I am sick of the good writing and all this crap. We can have good writing and crazy action. Make it happen, bro. They only went with Pedro Pascal because Disney thought F4 was too white. That was a rumor, but I believe it.
Yeah.
Probably not wrong, bro. To be honest, you're probably not wrong. That's the sad part. Yeah, it is because they thought Pedro was the best actor, which he probably was. I could imagine. Homelander's power level is nowhere near Superman. Damian Wayne folds Homelander. Not a joke. You're not wrong. The whole entire Bat family folds him, bro. For being real. Except Alfred. Okay. Now let's get to...
Alfred might fold him low-key.
Let's talk about... Wait, where's my picture of Lobo?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's why. Oh, my gosh. Well,
look at this illiterate baboon.
Who are you talking about? Oh, shut up. Okay. Now, okay, question. You guys watched let's call it, right? You guys watched the Supergirl trailer. What do you guys think of Lobo?
Cheeks.
You think about his cheeks?
No. Like he is Cheeks. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
so you look at him and you think that's Cheeks right there.
It is.
What?
See, whatever you're trying to do is just not working.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about Dallas, bro. He's trying to make it sound like I'm saying something suspect, but he knows exactly what I'm saying. Either way, no, Lobo looks horrible, bro. In the second Supergirl teaser, like literally, like he looks so bad.
Yeah, we gotta be real. This is terrible. I'm about to pull up his face, bro. This is bad.
He looks like somebody like you're walking through like a carnival, bro, and they said, "Hey, I can do your face paint real quick," and they finished up his face paint in like 10 minutes, bro.
Okay, I'm pulling up. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Jason Momoa, like they did a whole rollout. Crazy how they do a cool thing for him, but not anything for Pierre, but whatever. A character that actually matters. So Jason Momoa came out talking about Lobo.
Like, come on, bro. Bro, look at that. Look at him.
Oh
bro,
my
look
gosh.
at him. He looks horrible.
Okay, hold on. All right, now I want to read some
Carter,
comments.
he looks like you on a good day, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, don't disrespect me like that.
Okay, so I posted this on TikTok, right? Asking about, or I roasted him. I was like, yo, this is bad. And here's what the people said.
I bet
It's literally perfection. That's how he's supposed to look. Perfect. Bro, I could pull off Lobo way better. You just chatting, bruh. Nah, you wildin'. I know comic proportions are unrealistic, but I seriously thought Momoa was going to beef up more. Not hating, just saying. This is peak, but I wanted bright red eyes, but can't have everything. I think post-production will fix a lot of these problems. You're chatting, not going to lie, gang. This is literally how he's supposed to look. He looks good. Anyone that complains, go outside. Design looks ASS. Laughing emojis. You are a R word. Don't ever talk about superheroes ever again. You stuttering N-word.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
That is the TikTok comments for you guys.
I saw somebody say, what's it called? I saw somebody say like the red eyes would be so bad for Lobo, and I'm like, bro, that's a horrible take. Like we need white eyes for Batman. We had white eyes for Deadpool. We had white eyes for Wolverine. I thought they looked great. Like, bro, can we incorporate like actually like putting like the eyes that are like actually in the comics on these people?
This is bad, bro. Okay, bro, look at him, bro. I think Cola said he looks like he's in a band from Kiss or something like that. Dude, this is bad, bro.
He looks like a WWE character. Like,
this is terrible, bro. And like, for the people caping for this, you guys are just James Gunn Glazers. There's just no other way around it. You can't cape for this, bro. Come on, man. Hungry Almighty, please tell me what you think about Lobo's face. Come on, comment for me, please. This is insanity. This is insane. This is not peak. What? Look at him. He has vampire teeth. They legit took Jason Momoa's mitt and just painted it black and white, bro.
Literally.
Look at it, bro. This is terrible. This is terrible. And this is what I say, bro. I'm telling you, James Gunn only thinks about the stuff that he works on, bro. But I think everything else is so perfectly shot. I'm telling you, bro. Bro does not be caring, bro. All bro cares about is he's like, oh, script good. All right, bet Tom King, or whoever, go ahead and do your thing, homie. Like, bro, this is bad. This is.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, yeah, this got to be like one of the worst costume designs. But I mean, it's honestly better than the Superman one, but it's still really bad.
Now I want to ignore that comment. Now here's the other question. Now here's the thing. Jason Momoa's gonna play this character perfectly. I want to keep that in book. He's gonna play this character to a T. I don't think that there's gonna be an issue. It's just like when you roll out a character, you just don't show a shot this bad. This has to be unfinished. That's my logic. There's no way he gets to the theaters with his face looking like that. There's no way. There's no way. But I've been wrong before. But I don't think there's any way they let him take this look out in the theaters.
Wait, time out. Why is bro teeth look that bad, but they're straight?
Well, he's Lobo. I mean, it makes sense. He's like a dirty alien guy. It's not that bad, but at the same time, it could be better, way better.
Well, he's clearly a dirtball, but like
he said he's a dirty alien guy.
Oh, he is.
I'm not gonna lie, he probably smell like Stevie.
Bro, he is legit a horny alien, bro. And
I'm gonna clip that first part. He's a dirty alien, and I'm gonna just leave out the guy part, and I might just post that.
Hey, bro, but look right. And even if you read Lobo and the freaking comic books, bro, he just be talking freaky to everybody, bro. Like
low key,
he's a fool.
That's Dallas for real.
Lobo's me for real.
You sure about that? Okay. And then he said, "Hey, there's no way Tony Hawk believes that this is better than the Superman look."
Your name's Hungry Almighty. Like that's the biggest backest name of all time. And you're trying
hey! Don't come at him.
Yeah, bro.
Why are you glazing this man? You don't even know.
Bro, I do, bro. You said Cillian Murphy before, bro.
You said Sam Rami, bro. Like you literally said Sam Rami.
That's not worse than calling Quicksilver the Silver Surfer.
Time out. He said Miles Morales. I don't want to hear from you.
You said Sam Rami. Like the spelling.
You called Tony Stark Tony Hawk
by accident because we have a Tony Hawk board at my job that's like really popular. It's a
I've
reasonable.
never
What's
seen
your
it.
what's your excuse? I'm gonna start
Yo,
calling you with that dude
remember,
in the
wait,
TikTok
hold on.
comments called you.
Remember Steve Richards?
I never said
Yeah,
that.
Dallas, you're terrible, bro.
I never
Yes,
said
you
that.
did,
I
bro.
never said that.
You did. You said it
did.
in the first episode.
Bro, I did not say, I don't remember that.
You
You
did,
did.
bro.
I call Cap.
You can call Cap all you want. It doesn't mean it's
call
not
Cap.
true.
I call Cap. Low-key just not true. Y'all just making stuff up.
But yes, so Dallas, you like this look, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That'd be
Just
one
wanna
of
make
the
sure.
worst costumes I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Like I said,
All right.
it's maybe a little better than the Superman look, but I mean, it's
A
not by
little
much.
better. Do you think Superman suit is that bad, bro?
I hate it with every single fiber of my being. It's one of the worst suits I've ever seen in my life. It's disgusting to look at. It's
Wow.
actually like atrocious.
Wow. That's
It's
wild,
so
man.
bad. It's so buns. It's so buns.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the next thing here. We're going to talk about Avengers Secret Wars getting split into 2 movies. So this is a rumor that's going around that like they're going to do a part 1 and a part 2. Do you guys think doing a part 1 and a part 2 is too much?
Yeah. I hope they don't do that.
Why?
Like y'all are not an anime. Y'all can't be doing it.
Okay, relax.
They're
Southern
better.
Blaze for real. Facts.
Yeah.
But either way, I the only reason why I say don't do part 1 and part 2 is just because it's going to immediately put everything they have for the next saga on hold. So it's like it's going to immediately just push everything back like 1 or 2 years. Like it's like, why do we need to do that, bro? Like I understand like Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be a big movie. Doomsday is definitely going to be bigger than Secret Wars, but like I think you shouldn't backtrack it. We're supposed to get a new X-Men. People want to see a new X-Men. People want to see like everybody in the same universe. Like don't put a 2-part Secret Wars together, or don't make Secret Wars 2 parts, bro. Like you can put it in all in one movie, bro. Come on, like you don't need to put it in 2 parts. There's no point.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
This
If
bot, bro,
Doomsday
he's
does
muted.
$1 billion, who knows, man? Who
Yeah,
knows?
like what did you say? We could
I
do
was
for-
yapping. My tone was so fire. Anyways, but I mean, I don't know, man.
Crazy glaze.
It just all depends on like what happens. Like that'll be a lot. Like the only way I would like, so we have talked about Secret Wars before, and I said that like a big part of Secret Wars needs to be showing us how this new universe works. So if like part 2 is like a story of the new MCU with everybody there, wouldn't be against that. Because I do think that like there's gonna be a lot of questions going into this new universe with everyone there. But I think the questions is like the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't get all the answers. And like if you do a part 2, that means everybody's going to be there. Like everyone from the history of Marvel. You know what I mean? And I think you could do all that in one movie, to be honest. And also think about like also got to think about the time frame when you would have to release that. Like you have to do a back-to-back like 6-month release.
I was about to say
You can't wait a year again because people are going to stop caring, right?
if part 2 releases like a month or 2 or maybe like a few weeks, hopefully, like after the part, then if part 2 releases like a few weeks or a month or something like that after part 1, then yeah, I mean I guess it's fine if they really want to split it up that way. I don't really see the point.
That
But if
can't
it's like
happen
a whole
because
if it's a whole few months after it, like we ain't doing all that. Like come on, like
and that honestly can't happen because I mean when you think about box office, I mean how much money that they need to make, it's like that's not feasible from a financial standpoint. You know what I mean? It would have to be like a 6 month to a year. It would have to be a year gap.
Like the only way that I see it working is if they like do like some like episode type deal, and they just leave it like off like on a huge cliffhanger in the first part. Like huge, like it has to be like absolutely like astronomical how big this cliffhanger is in part 1 in order for part 2 to do any good.
This is my deal. If you bring back Jonathan Majors, I'm all good with doing a part 1 and a part 2. Bring back Kang if you want to go and do all that. Bring back my boy Jay and make him go up against Doom. So, because if he could come back, because what would it be dope is if in Secret Wars, he who remains helps the Avengers defeat Doctor Doom. That would kind of be fire. So we'll see.
That would be fire.
And Jonathan Majors was one of the best actors we into the MCU, even with the few roles that we saw him in.
Yep. I'm only okay with Secret Wars being split if we get to see recasted characters like Iron Man, Captain America. Exactly, bro. I agree. New Iron Man, new Captain America, new Hulk, new Thor, new T'Challa, new X-Men, etc. all have to be in this, and that's why they're trying to get a Black Panther right now because they want him to be in Secret Wars. All right, now the last topic of the night: Cynthia and Revo. She is apparently now, because there was rumors about, but now she's rumored to be in talks for the role of Storm. So the question is, could you guys see her as Storm?
Yes, I can actually. So
Go ahead, Carter. Go ahead.
So my reasoning is the fact that it's like she's just a strong, independent, like Black woman. Like that's exactly who Storm is for real. Like the strong, independent, just like did you see the way that she grabbed Ariana Grande, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Okay,
bro.
Thank you. I had to make sure this was rage bait. Thank you, because thank you.
Hey, yo, if someone clip that, please.
Okay, bro. Okay,
please.
honestly, bro. With all right, let's be honest here, because Carter, me and you do agree that she could, like, troll aside. Me and Carter did talk off screen. We do think she be Storm. The way that, all right, this is what you gotta think about. If you look at Wicked, right? Jonathan Billy, all those actors, they rose to the occasion the same way that actors rise with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I believe that if you put Cynthia and Revo on the X-Men and Storm, you can see someone like Sadie Sink rise around a character like Storm. Even if you think about X-Men 97, when Storm and Jean are like, they have a lot of scenes together. I can see Cynthia playing that mom role to the X-Men, and look, they're all going to lose weight. They're all going to get super skinny, but that's fine. So I think, Dallas, that you're wrong. And on,
shut up.
On a serious note,
That's okay. All right, you don't get to defend my glorious Queen Storm like that. Okay, Storm is a beautiful, gorgeous, with hair, muscle mommy. That's what she is. She's a muscle mommy. She is a dom mommy. She is the type that tells you, go lick my boots, and you do it because you're scared, not because you want to, because you're scared she's going to crush you like a bug. That's not Cynthia Revo. All she's going to do is drain your life force and make you into a skinny little anorexic, non-eating, helicopter-fearing maniac. That's all she is. That's all she does. Don't bring her into Marvel, bro. Oh, my goodness, bro. Sadie Sink is going to be unrecognizable. Like, her hair is going to turn a different color, bro. I swear, like, something dumb is going to happen. Bro, don't disrespect Storm like that. Like, this is rage bait, and I know it's rage bait because I can see your grins, I can see your smirks, and I can see your expressions, and I know that we've talked about this. Cynthia Erivo would be a blight, would be a curse, would be a absolute, like, scourge on Marvel. That's what she is. She is a scourge. Wherever she goes, darkness, death, and skinniness and anorexic behavior follows. Okay? First of all, she doesn't even have the muscle mass for one of Storm's arms. For her finger. She doesn't have the muscle mass for Storm's finger.
She used to be husky.
Yeah, she also used to be smart. What's your point?
Okay. Now, jokes aside, she would be terrible. I mean, let's be honest. Like, she's not built for it. But I really do think that, like, this rumor is impossible because they made clear that they're trying to cast younger actors. So that in itself would take out Cynthia Erivo because she's old, and also, like, she will, as I said before, she will cost too much. She will cost too much money, bro. You know what I mean? And plus, Storm is as I said, you can get an unknown actress, or you can get an unknown actress to play Storm any day, and it'll work. And also, she's an Omega level mutant. She's so powerful. So I can't wait to see her with the X-Men. She's pretty dope. So
all right, hold on. Off topic, but are we not going to talk about the fact that Dallas just crashed out and went full like I don't know what word I could possibly use here, but like, bro, look, he went freaky with it.
She is what she is.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like that was like low key some crazy glaze.
If Storm told you to lick her boot right now, you're gonna do it because you're a good.
No,
little
I'm not.
And because
No, I'm
she's gonna
not.
squash you like a bug if you don't. If you don't.
No, I would
You're
just keep
licking her
squashing
boot.
at that point.
So you like being squashed? What you're saying? Either way, you're a freak. Yeah. So that's what you're basically just proving to me.
Okay. Now let's go back to the topic. She can't, like, it's impossible. If they're casting someone like Sadie Sink, there's no way she plays Storm. I mean,
She'd
like,
be
they're
horrible.
going that young. Yeah. And they're going young. She's not it's Cynthia Erivo. She needs to go sing. She's just a singer, she's not built for this kind of a universe, bro. It's just the truth. So
Okay.
yeah, man, that's where we
Cynthia
start.
Erivo probably would be a decent actor for Storm. She would probably be a fine actor for Storm. But is she Storm? No.
No, she would
Do you get
fit
what I'm
more.
saying?
No,
She
she would
can
fit.
act. Unfortunately, she can act.
Yeah, no, she can, but she would be more fit for like the Dora Milaje Black Panther guard, bald head
Yes.
ladies. You know, she would be good with like a
100%.
Foye in them, not playing Storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't.
she would even be a good Ironheart. I'm playing.
No, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. She would be horrible in Wakanda, bro. She'd
be horrible in anything that touches.
You can't do that here. You can't.
No, but Joseph, she would be able to act real well, but like she would be insufferable everywhere else. And you know what I mean, and as I said, like I'm not the guy that holds someone's outer into what they do in their performance. So like I think she would play she would do her best. I just don't think her best is good for the MCU.
And
like,
we already know she's doing like voodoo or something.
Like she's a good alphaba. You know what I mean? And I think that's the area that she needs to stay in, not being Storm in the X-Men. No, go ahead and do Singing in the Rain or something. You know what I mean? She should be voice acting a Disney princess. You know what I mean? Like that's her vibe. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's do some chats here. Why? Oh, let's see. Cynthia Erivo or Jodie Turner? Who is Jodie Turner?
Jodie Turner Smith.
I can see it. I can see it.
Bad, but also she just doesn't have the muscle mass.
Yeah, but Dallas, like they can work that out. Like most people that get casted, they get husky, bro. Like that's not a real knock against them.
Cynthia Erivo ain't getting husky, bro. No matter what you do.
She used to be husky, bro, and then she freaking.
She also used to be like.
Then she stopped eating. Holy crash out. Yeah, but like when we were asking about a casting, what they do all of a sudden, that has nothing to do with what they do in the actual performance. From a performance standpoint, I don't think she's a good fit for Storm in the X-Men in general. No. I mean, it has nothing to do with. And I'm not saying like I think she's annoying like Offset, like the same way that Ruffalo is unsufferable Offset.
Oh my gosh, thank you, bro.
The same way that Simu Liu is insufferable, but I wouldn't go and say like Simu Liu is a terrible actor. He's an amazing actor. You know what I mean? And I love his work. You know what I mean? Shang-Chi, Barbie. I'm kidding. Not Barbie. But like Shang-Chi, bro. Come on. Why is he glazing Storm as if she's an A-list Marvel hero? Storm's dope, bro.
She's not A-list Marvel hero.
She's popular. A-list is a stretch. Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, and Jean actors should be early 30s. Every other X-Men can be younger. You propose that. I said I don't think it would be bad. I'd rather them go all young just so we get more time with the big. Also, here's the weird thing, right? I always thought about like you can't have Hugh Jackman play the Wolverine because like imagine Hugh Jackman trying to smash Sadie Sink. Like, imagine a 70-year-old Hugh Jackman making out with Sadie Sink in the X-Men.
That's bad for business.
Yeah, I mean, if he still got the game,
even Henry Cavill. Like, I think Henry Cavill would be the perfect. Like, I wish Henry Cavill could be Wolverine for the X-Men. It would be perfect. The Calverine. I genuinely don't think a young X-Men cast can sell well, especially a young Wolverine actor in his early 20s. Wolverine would have to be in his 30s because he is technically older than everyone. Like, he's a grown man by the time they get there. which, as I said, that Jean thing, man. I want like they gotta be careful, man.
Hey, she's 23. She's a woman. She's a grown woman, you know.
No, but I'm talking like in how they do it in the movie, because like if bro's already courting her at like 16, bro, like it's gonna get kind of murky. It's gonna be some Edward, and look, this ain't Edward, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Twilight. So like bro's not faking that he's 15.
Can we not mention that show like ever on this
It's a movie, not a show.
platform? Can we just not mention this? I don't care what it is. Can we just not like curse our show with that mentioning with that name? It's like putting Cynthia Erivo on the screen. Low-key, we're playing a dangerous game. Like, he's probably gonna do like
what do you say? Not really. Yes, Wolverine's older than everyone, but maturity-wise, he's no different from Cyclops. It's like Stephen Tony or Superboy, Miss Martian. I mean, I can hear what you're saying, but I think they're going to cast a little bit older for Wolverine. I definitely could see that, because even if Wolverine and Cyclops are going to, like, you wouldn't cast them as the same age, because I think that like Wolverine's going to be on different teams, so he'll be with the Avengers, and like you don't want, like, you need a little bit older. So I do think they're going to cast a little bit older, for whichever age group they go with. So, but that's just my opinion. My opinion is a law, so we'll see what happens. All right, we're going to end the show here today, guys. Thursday, just wanted to let you guys know we are going to be talking about some Harry Potter stuff. Kelly and Murphy is Voldemort, some crap like that, and we're going to dive in. We're going to spend a lot of time, or not a lot of time, but like we're going to spend some time on the show breaking down everything about what's going on there. We are going to talk about DC and kind of like what the future is looking like as well, and some other topics. And by the way, just want to say this. I'm going to start posting on our community tab 1 to 2 days before we pod. And if there are any topics you guys want us to cover, please comment what you want us to talk about, so we can, make sure that we are appeasing you guys as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like and subscribe and ring that and notification bell, and peace out.
See you.